This sucks. Yeah, it really sucks. So, like, where do I find it?
I'll tell you what, you ought to go down to In This Corner podcast with Ty Finney. Well, that's where everything is good. I tell you what, after you get some propane, you just head on down to Ty Finney 3319. Go on down there and find some of the best boxing news in the game. They're the best, I tell you what.
So what do we watch?
Dang it, you watched the dang Ty Finney boxing podcast In This Corner at Ty Finney 3319. Dang it! Dang it!
You are now witnessing the 47th live coverage and watch along on the In This Corner podcast. For those of you who don't know me, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, the legend Ty Finney himself. Y'all know what the slogan is, no BS boxing. In the building with me, I got my buddy, Christian McGrew. Christian, what's happening?
What's up? I'm here. Tired, but I'm here.
Yeah, it's late. It's almost 12 o'clock. But we are covering Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin. This fight is in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, before we get started, who shout out, you know, the G5 Jeff TV, who shout out the last ones at the bar, who shout out to Shane, who shout out to Chris G. And Christian, appreciate you coming on, and thank you, you know, for the Owen Beck interview.
Oh yeah. And Danny McGrew over here too. He's sitting here with us tonight.
All right, that's salute to you, Dad. Rocking.
Dangerous Dan.
Yeah, he's a dangerous Dan. So as we talked about it earlier, we said, you know, everybody going for Tank. I said I'm gonna go ahead and go for Frank because I just like to go for the underdog. But now he looked like he about to get knocked out right there just now. So I mean, I don't know. I might have to take that back.
Yeah, you know, I got my Baltimore hat on, so you know.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
right. Yeah,
oh,
I'm
yeah.
rocking. Yeah, I'm rocking with Tank all day. You know, I'm from Maryland, so I got to go with the guy Tank.
Of course.
Right,
I told you I used to live in Maryland, so I mean, you know, Glen Burnie.
Yeah, that's about 2 hours away from me.
Yeah, Glen Burnie is right down the street from Baltimore Ritchie Highway. I don't know. He don't look too good to me, but gosh. Something in his eyes tells me this might end earlier than what you even said. But we'll see. I hope it's a good fight. I really do.
Yeah, I got Tank between 6 and 8.
6 and 8, yeah.
6 and 8. That's my prediction. Tank between 6 and 8.
I'm gonna say between 2 and 4. Tank, no, but
nah, I don't think.
My dad said 7. He said 7.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. First comment in the building, guy Jay. He said, salute, Jay, man. Appreciate you rocking with us. You know, every time I go live, you always in the comment section, man. Salute to you rocking with us, man.
Here he is, the youngest star of boxing.
See the
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard.
Did you see them backstage?
I didn't. I was on the road. I didn't see it.
Like Tank was training and everything. And Frank Martin was just, you know, sitting looking nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too. I mean, like I said, I don't know too much about Frank Martin. I really didn't even pay enough attention to see who he's fought in the past, or you know, I didn't do a lot of research on him like that. So
yeah, he's got a decent record, and like I said, he is Errol Spence fighter. So
yeah,
like, he's good with his footwork. But a lot of people do think that this could be one of Tank's toughest tests in a long time.
Who you think was the toughest yet?
We'll see. Well, we'll see as it plays out. If you know, if
I
he's
mean,
one of the
up until
toughest.
now, who you think was? You know, I felt like the Isaac Cruz fight. I honestly, the first one, man, I thought that was such a great fight. Here we go.
Yeah. Frank. A lot of people were saying Frank Martin looks he looked weight drained, but now seeing them face to face, he looks a lot bigger to me.
Yeah, he does.
All right, my
I
guy
didn't see.
G5 Jeff TV in the building. He said, "What's up? Shoot that link to my phone." All right, I got you.
What was the height difference?
I don't even know, but
Yeah, he's 5'5",
Martin
so
does
he's
look
probably
taller.
like 5'7", maybe.
Tank is a short guy though.
Yeah, 5'5". He's my height.
Yeah. Hey, G5, I sent you the link to the phone, but the link is also in the comment section, man. So you can come in either way, man. Salute to you, man. And if you're not subbed to G5 Jeff TV, man, definitely hit that sub button and definitely subscribe to Last Ones at the Bar as well, and subscribe to my channel as well. And like we are live on None So Strong, so like if you're watching on None So Strong, like you can't comment, so just come over here to YouTube, T Finney 3319 and rock with us.
Come on.
Knockout of the year, but here, very much typical of Gervonta.
Ooh, nice body shot landed by Tank.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Frank
okay.
Martin picked Tank up.
Okay. Of course, it's just the beginning.
Hey, Christian, can you turn it down just a little bit on your end?
Man, it's super low, but I'm gonna turn down more.
Okay, like
Man,
right, how far are you in the first round, Christian?
there's 40 seconds left in the first.
Okay, I'm ahead of you then. Nice body shot landed by.
How much you got left?
I got 5 seconds left.
Oh dang, that's a big difference.
Yeah. Jay says Martin's looking good. Yeah, he looked good. So like I said, he landed a nice body shot at the end of that round. Like again, man, if you new to the channel, hit that sub button on your way in. And definitely check out my last interview that I did with Owen Beck.
That was a good one. Definitely a good one.
Yeah, I got a lot of great feedback with that one. So
okay. I don't want to mess up my stream because I want to get closer to where you're at because that's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of times when we cover these fights, sometimes Chris is ahead of me, sometimes I'm ahead of him. Like everybody is not at the same pace.
Yeah, but I don't think that. Last time I know it wasn't 30 seconds. That's a lot, but it'll be all right. And I'm gonna get my other phone. I'll pull up my other phone.
What you think about Tank? The way he was acting during the press conferences, like he was doing a lot of clowning. Like, what you think about it? You think he was just feeling himself being in the moment, or?
Yeah, I feel like that's who I expected that. I expected it, and like I was telling my dad, it would Tank like somebody said something about he's not an undisputed fighter, but he fights for the money. He's not. I don't think he cares that much about anything other than making money, which you got to respect that too,
Yeah.
But yeah, I expected that from him.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he's feeling himself because he's like the star, like the pay-per-view star on, with PBC.
He's 5'8".
Frank Martin's doing good in this round. Like he landed some nice jabs. body work. So, and Tank's just coming forward, but not really doing much of anything. Another
But
double
I feel like
jab
it's
by
a
Frank Martin.
typical. That's how he, like you said, he'll he'll do it. It's like a typical fight for him. He'll end up
Yeah, he
normally end
could
up
be.
knocking you out later on.
Yeah, he could probably just studying him, just figuring
Right.
him out.
Exactly.
Oh,
And that's why
Martin,
can't get too excited early on with Tank.
but Martin's doing good in this round though. Like
Yeah.
he's throwing shots from all angles, and Tank's just coming forward, not really letting his hands go. So I think he's just looking to make for that one big shot.
Oh yeah.
Nice body shot by Tank.
When you say that, I'm just sitting here waiting for that. I'm like, let me just wait. It's coming. It's coming.
Like Tank start throwing bombs now. It's like he has wilder power at his weight.
Yeah.
He's got wilder power, yeah. And it doesn't take Tank, combinations to get you out. All it takes is one shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh. Okay, I see what you.
Tank threw a nice combination. Frank Martin clinch.
So where's everybody else tonight?
Chris is watching it with his family. He's the biggest David Benavidez fan, so I know he's like a kid in the candy store right now.
I remember that. Night. Yeah, I like that. I like Benavidez. I thought he did good tonight.
Yeah, he
could
did
get
good.
better, but
yeah. I mean, first time fighting in the new weight class, light heavy, and
yeah.
So he was landing a lot of nice combinations in that fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shane, I haven't talked to Shane, and I talked to Wilton earlier. He said he's definitely watching the fight. He may slide through, I don't know, but like I said, the links in the comment section. Anybody want to join? G5 may probably come on after the fight is over. So
this was what was it? Amazon Prime pay-per-view?
Yeah, this is the first time PBC has done a pay-per-view with Amazon Prime. So
I never. What other fight has been Amazon Prime pay-per-view?
I think this is the first one. Well,
yeah, because I'm like, I don't remember.
It was Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Amazon Prime. My bad. But I heard Caleb Plant is in the crowd. Stephen Kubo Fortin, he's in the crowd as well. I heard that they're working something out where they could be on the same card.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I think Caleb Plant should probably fight like Demetrius Andrade or somebody like that.
What?
I think that'd be a good fight.
I just want to see. Yeah. That might be nice. Okay. Where you at? You in third round? We're at in third round.
I'm at 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the third.
Okay, good. We catching up.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 40.
All right. G5 says Tank is going to turn up shortly. Facts.
Yeah. It's almost like you kind of just sit around and wait for it. You just waiting, like it don't matter what happens in the beginning. You're just sitting around waiting.
Yep.
For when Tank.
We seen what he did to Rolly. We seen what he did to Ryan Garcia. We seen what he did to Leo Santa Cruz. It just takes him one shot.
Yep. How you think Martin's looking this third round?
Looks like he's keeping his distance.
He don't look as confident, does he?
No, he don't. Martin don't look as confident, but yeah.
I don't feel like I feel like he just gets in there. He knows what he has to do, and he just does it, and it doesn't look hard to him.
Right.
Looks easy.
Martin tried to throw a nice combination with Tank off. Like he kind of slipped, and Martin Martin definitely took advantage to try to throw a nice combination. It's like a chess match.
That's fighting scared. Fighting scared.
That's a Frank Martin fighting scared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's probably starting to
He
feel
probably
Tank's
is
power.
scared. He don't want to make a wrong move.
You can't do that against Tank.
No.
Nice
And it's like
combination.
because he knows that's what he knows what.
Respect his puncher. Like he got his hands down.
Yeah.
Get that right down and hold it down so low. You don't respect his foot.
Nice hook by Frank Martin.
I might pass out to my dad for a second. You want to talk?
No.
Yeah, you can. Oh, that was not okay. Okay.
All right, let me get in this comment. Jay says Martin needs to throw more. Only way to win is by decision. Yeah, he does have some power, but I don't think he has the power to actually hurt Tank. So
Man.
and also go ahead.
I don't know, like you say, he's fighting scared, but at the same time, I feel like he's making a little bit. He's making some progress. I think he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
But the thing about every time I watch Tank fight, every time you might get excited early on, but you just know what's coming.
Facts.
You know what's coming later round.
Right.
So we'll be on the 4th round. So
yeah. And also, Sabril Matias versus Ian Paro, that fight is actually happening right now in the zone. I don't know who's winning or anything, but I know they were walking out just before this fight started.
I'm gonna go get my other phone and pull that up in a second.
All right, Frank Martin come out swinging in the 4th round.
Okay, we just starting 4th round over here.
Good.
How far are they here?
About 20 seconds.
Joe Goosen got it scored 27-30. So yeah, and everybody that's tuned in, like drop your round by round predictions too. Like, and let us know how you score in the fight.
He quick though. Martin's quick. You see him?
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying.
That is fast.
And Frank Martin has actually landed more punches as well.
That's at 27. Oh. I don't know.
I would say
I'm gonna let him talk for a second. Go ahead. Just talk. Just say what you're saying. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, that's my dad's on now. I'm gonna let him talk for a second.
Yes, Dan McGrew.
What's going on? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Fine. Glad to have you on rocking with us.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the fight here.
Yeah. What's your prediction?
I predict Tank will take him out in the 7th round.
Yeah, our prediction is similar because I got it between 6th to 8th.
Well, so far, Martin looks like he's just trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
He's not fighting to win. He's fighting to survive. I don't know if he's thinking that something will turn up later and take advantage of, but right now he's defensive all the way.
Right. Yeah, I think he's like boxing strategic and being cautious at the same time.
Yeah, I guess that's his game plan, but I mean, you're gonna have to bring the smoke for Tank.
Facts.
You know, you're not gonna win no close decision against Tank. I mean, you're gonna have to put something on him.
Yeah, because he's really like the main star. So did you see the weigh-in between them? yesterday?
No, I didn't see it. No.
Okay, because a lot of people were saying Frank Martin looked very drained in his face, but like fighters, on fight night, sometimes they blow up in weight, be a lot bigger. But he did look a little skinny in his face, but he looks okay now.
Well, he's probably getting rid of that last bit of weight. He might have been in the sauna just getting that last bit of water out. I mean, it's nothing for those guys to weigh in, and then when they step into the ring, they may be 8-9 pounds heavier when they step in the ring. Once they hydrate.
Right.
I mean, you can lose 10 pounds of water weight. If you know what you're doing. I mean, and you can put that back on. In little or no time.
Right. Right.
See, I've seen guys had to be helped onto the scales. They were so weak and drained, they had to be helped onto the scales.
Wow.
But that's not a good thing for the body. But if you have trouble making weight, I mean, that's something you have to do. That's why some boxers, they need to pick a weight that they feel strong at.
Mm-hmm.
And that it doesn't matter. What they're weighing, but it's just a matter of how strong that they feel. When they get in the ring. Right. But yeah, you can hydrate and be 10 pounds heavier.
Got you. Yeah.
But Martin, so far, like, he's fighting a very, very defensive fight. Yeah. He's backing up. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's backing up and he's throwing.
Yeah. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's backing up and throwing, and he's scored a few, but I don't think he's won one round yet. In my opinion, I don't think he's won a round.
Okay.
No, it's the fifth round. He hadn't won 2 rounds, Christian.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Joe Goosen, he got it. He had Tank losing all the rounds.
Yeah, because I think he's been more active.
He had Tank losing what?
Joe Goosen, he had Tank losing all the rounds just by a point.
Well, Goosen doesn't know. He doesn't know nothing. I mean, Goosen, he's a trainer.
Right. He was a trainer to Ryan Garcia. When Ryan Garcia lost to Tank, Goosen was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
I know my own first.
Tank's got a really good boxing IQ. He's got a really good boxing IQ. He sees a lot.
Right.
If you notice, he's always looking at his opponent. He doesn't blink. Right. He's always looking for the opening. He's very strategic.
True. Facts.
They call him Mini Mike Tyson.
Ooh, nice right hook by Tank, landed clean. Jab to the body by Tank.
Now, if Martin wants to win this, he's gonna have to turn it up here sometime soon because he's gonna run out of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he doesn't seem so timid. I mean, I can understand why.
Yeah.
But
you see what he needs to be doing to Tank, he needs to be flicking that jab out there, and he's not jabbing. You say he should be jabbing right now. Jab.
Yeah. Nice body shot landed by Tank. It's a guy here that he's disagreeing with us. He says, Mika Larkins. I don't think I've seen you in here before, man. So if you're new, sub to the channel. He says Tank is catching all the hooks. What are y'all talking about? So I guess he's got Frank Martin. Frank Martin is winning.
I mean, he's catching a lot with it. It's just
but yeah, it's just a matter of time. Tank's wearing him down.
Right. And I didn't even notice the referee was Harvey Dock. For some reason, I thought he was somebody else, but it's Harvey Dock.
Yeah. Harvey's he's a good referee.
Yeah, he stops. I went to a Tank fight a couple of years ago, in Baltimore in 2019. Harvey Dock was the referee for that fight. I've seen Harvey Dock referee a few fights now, in person.
Yeah, he's gonna let him fight. I don't think there's going to be any quick stoppages. Mm-hmm. but you know he'll give him a chance.
Right.
Well, here's Kristen back.
Okay.
Good talking to you.
Yeah, you too. I want to interview you one time when we get the chance.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but that, he's got a lot of stories, so it'll be a good interview for sure.
I appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty decent fight. I don't like Martin's style per se. I don't know. I don't like the way he fights. He does fight kind of a little, timid, but I guess that's his game plan. I think he's doing. I mean, I don't think he's doing bad. But I think it's a matter of time. We're at the 6th round though, so
Yeah,
you said between the 6th and the 8th, right?
Yeah, that's just me. That's my.
You ain't. What you mean? You getting yourself so much 3 rounds? You got to pick a round.
All right. I'll say I'll pick 8.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pick 9 then.
Okay, that's good. 8 and 9. Okay, I got 8. You got 9.
Yeah, 7, 8, and 9. That's what we're gonna see what happens.
Okay.
But nobody believes it's gonna go the distance right now.
Yeah, Martin is doing. He's doing good with his countering. Like when Tank throws, Martin try to counter and throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's using his footwork, getting away from Tank.
Yeah. I didn't notice that. But he's like he's ducking before Tank even throws anything. He's already.
He's just trying to survive.
Like before he even throws anything, he over there already ducking and dodging. Like ain't nobody. He ain't throw nothing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Only time he throws the punches to get out of the corner.
No, I mean that didn't look like that. I mean, it might have barely grazed him.
Double jab by Frank Martin. Tank going to the body.
Tank's keeping that right and real low. He keeping it down low. He has no respect for him.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, obviously, Martin's not taking advantage of that.
Tank throwing some big hooks now.
I missed that percentages down there.
I don't think he can hurt him. If that guy can hurt him, if Martin can hurt him.
Yeah, again, like we are streaming on None So Strong boxing group. So like I said, you can't comment, but come over to come on this end to the channel, T-Finney3319 and rock with us. Another comment. He says Messiah drip too hard. I can't see what his name says, but he says, bro, salute to you, man. Appreciate you rocking with us, man. If you're new, man, definitely sub to the channel.
Yeah, definitely Todd. He's doing some good things. Always streaming good fights or, broadcasting fights and interviews, really good interviews.
Appreciate it. Thanks to you. The last, a handful from you. So I appreciate you, man. I give all the thanks to you.
Man, like
Messiah,
that's what I said. Barely grazed him. That didn't do no damage at all. Barely.
Did you see Errol Spence anywhere? And was Errol Spence?
I haven't seen him.
Okay.
Have you seen him, Daddy?
Nope.
Errol Spence?
I don't recall seeing Errol Spence.
No, like in the venue.
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, big shots landed by Tank. Like 2 big shots.
Mm-hmm. This is 7th round.
Be in trouble now. Yeah, he's holding now. He could be in trouble.
Who?
Martin, like
he been kind of doing that the whole fight though. He been kind of doing the whole fight. He was like grabbing him by the leg.
Yeah, he did. I think that was like round 3 or something. But
Yeah.
Tank caught him with a big shot, and like, but he's fighting back now.
I don't know. I think. Yeah.
Nice combination
Uh-oh.
landed by Tank. Ooh, nice
Close the
shots
show.
landed by Tank.
Who said the 7? Who said 7th round? We still got. We still got 2 minutes over here. So.
Yeah, I'm a minute and 30 seconds in round 7. So.
Oh, dang. Yeah, we about 20, 30 seconds behind.
Tank throwing a nice combination. Again, man, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, hit that like button while you're in here.
I feel like this is like about the rounds with Tank where you be like maybe you in over your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a cons. I'm not a big Tank fan though. But I don't really have a good reason, I guess, other than I like going for the underdogs. I guess it's probably.
Right, like I said, I've seen him fight Hector Garcia. I went to that fight in DC. Then I went to a fight of his in Baltimore. But Lloyd Reed goes to all of his fights.
Oh yeah, I wonder if Lori's there tonight.
I remember. I think she posted she was flying out there yesterday.
Okay, all right. I wonder where Lori's at. We gotta, like I said, we all gotta get together. I gotta meet Lori in person. I've been talking to her for so long. I love Lori.
Okay.
She's a good person.
That's what's up.
I might just have to come up to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay, say Tank wins tonight. Obviously, do you believe he just overpriced? Like he over prices himself, basically. Like he just wants too much, or who do you think he should fight next? And would it even happen when he wins tonight?
If he
wins
wins
tonight.
I wouldn't say Devin Haney because Devin Haney just lost.
No, I don't.
Maybe it's Shakur.
Oh, but you said Devin Haney lost, but did he really lose? Or I mean, are you still going with that?
True.
True.
That's
open there. What did they ever do about that? You know that with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Because Ryan Garcia, he
with the PDs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything.
Yeah, they hadn't done anything. That's weird. That's kind of odd. You think?
No.
Yeah.
It seems like it just got swept under the rug almost.
Yeah.
I guess they took Garcia's win, right?
I don't know. I don't think anything has really been changed. I haven't heard anything about any suspensions, any fines, anything
That's
like
so
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Like it's the PD thing is like they never really get serious repercussions when they get popped dirty. So only one that really got serious repercussions was Big Baby Miller. He got like 2 years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it just seems.
Martin let off a nice combination. To a lot of shots, around 8.
69, 73. Yeah.
What?
There more punches. But the thing is, I don't know.
Like I said, he's boxing smart. He's staying away from Tank.
Yeah, I mean,
he's letting his hands go. Like I said, he's boxing strategic, and Tank is coming forward. Like he's looking for that. He's looking for that big shot. But Martin is moving too much. Like he's trying to land it. Tank's throwing some big. Tank's got him in the corner throwing big shots. Oh!
What? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm not. Oh man!
Don't tell me.
No way.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Something big about to happen. It's not weird. Come on. It's about to happen. It's about to happen now. Hold on. It's about to happen now.
They got Martin ahead.
Hold on. It's about to happen now. Oh! Come on. Oh shit! Who said the 8th round?
You're right. You got it. You spot on.
Dang!
Spot on.
See, that's the thing. You cannot. Like you could be happy all day, like you doing.
I was
Oh,
happy, yo.
I'm
Uh,
glad
he,
you were saying that. Thank you, son. Boy, thank you. I knew
he's
something big
talking.
happened.
He's leaning out the ring talking to Errol Spence.
Dang.
Since everybody was saying he don't fight anybody, and everybody was saying Frank Martin is a legit opponent, they gotta give him his props now.
Look, I wouldn't want to fight Tank. I just wouldn't want to fight him. I wouldn't want to because you just know that you know the time is coming. You're prolonging it. The longer, yeah, eighth round, eighth round.
You got it spot
Oh,
on. So
that was Earl Spence. Y'all see Earl Spence?
yeah, Errol Spence just got in the ring.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Dang, I hope Frank Martin's okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to. I want to see that again though.
yeah. I gotta see the replay. I gotta see the replay, yo.
I mean, I thought Frank Martin was doing a decent job. I don't think he did a bad job at all. But would I say he was winning the fight? No, I'll probably say it might have been.
I don't. That was an unofficial scorecard, which was crap.
I wouldn't say he was winning, but I mean, it's like an easy day. It's like for Tank, it's like he just going in the gym sparring somebody usually.
Yeah. So
You know, I
that's what it
mean,
was.
okay, who do you think can beat him?
I would say I do think that if he fought Devin Haney would outbox him until he
No,
gets caught. Until he gets
no.
caught.
He said Devin Haney, and I just do not agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't like Devin Haney like at all. I can't. No, I disagree. I don't. Devin Haney.
I just got a text message say yikes.
Look at that.
Close the show.
Look at this. Yes.
He was dazed. He was dazed before the last shot landed. He
I
was dazed.
mean, that was a beautiful. It was a really nice knockout. I liked
Yeah.
it.
And he didn't need a count because he was laid out flat.
No, yeah, he's like, dang, it's over with.
Yeah. Tank wild with the backflips.
My dad he thinks he's in Starbucks get some coffee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, energized
Oh,
up.
but hey, I think Frank Martin. I think, dang. Oh,
Hey, Lori Reed excited right now.
oh yeah, she is. But I mean, she will go to bat for him forever. But he might just be he's something. Who does that? Backflips off the. I mean,
A lot of boxers do it.
who? Well, I
Anthony,
mean,
Anthony Durrell, Peter Quillen used to do
well,
it.
I'm just. But come on,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's so little too though.
Yeah, he's a small guy,
You
but
don't see no heavyweights doing that. I'm a heavyweight. That's my favorite weight class.
yeah.
You don't ever, the UFC heavyweight do that, man. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a heck of a day.
The guru G5 Jeff TV, he says it went exactly like I thought. Yeah, you did say it. You said Tank was going to turn up, man. He got him out of there. That it was a big shot. Like I said, I agree with the stop. Like I said, Martin was laid flat on his back, man. He was definitely out of it.
Man, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Hey, G5, man, if you want to slide
I
through, man, slide
I
through,
think
man.
he's proud of that little spot on his face too.
Yeah.
Nobody won money on this fight.
Yeah. What does this say? What does this say about Derek James as a trainer? Spence took a beating. Frank Martin gets dropped. I mean, that's two James fighters right there. That's been stopped. But he did have Ryan Garcia, but he did. Tank's face looks a little bruised up.
Roll the Glover.
That's what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
21 days off and you picked up almost where you left off.
So who do you want to see him fight next, Christian?
Hold on one second. Listen, I'm just now hearing him talk.
Okay.
Did his footwork bother you at all? In the early round? If he was good in the early round. No, footwork. I knew that he was going to tie down. So that's what I thought. I thought just
Damn, that was a big shot.
just so he can tie himself up. Once he ties himself up, you know, I thought.
Oh, let me get a comments.
Get your face in the monitor.
His teeth are so beautiful.
You can see he got like silver or something in the back.
The what?
He got like gold or something in his mouth.
We're gonna tell this.
Yeah.
He got a good dentist.
Yeah. G5 says Derek James is not the one taking the shots. Facts. But Spence got props though, because you know Spence said at the press conference, Tank don't fight nobody, but he just knocked your guy out. He didn't beat him by decision. He knocked him out and he put him down flat on his back. So you got to give him his props. My cousin Zion Santon in the building, he said, "Hey, cuz, salute to you, Zion, man. Appreciate you rocking with me, man. Salute to you."
Again, like I said, the crazy thing about it is that it literally the same thing happens every time. It doesn't. There's nothing. It's the same thing. Everybody fights.
Facts.
Hold on one second.
Yeah,
it's Dan McGrew here again.
All right. What you think about it?
Well, I picked the 7th round, but he took him out in the 8th. Kind of went as I had thought about it going. He did good. He had a little ring rust maybe after a long layoff, but it went as I expected.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with PBC. That's the only thing I hate with Premier Boxing. I love Premier Boxing. I just think their fighters need to be more active. But you know, that was a good stoppage to come off. You know, over a year inactivity. So
yeah, I don't know. He was talking about who we may fight next. I'm not sure, but I think within the next 6 or 7 months, he needs to fight again.
True. Especially before the year is up. Definitely, maybe.
Oh yeah,
definitely before the year is up for sure.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get more active. Maybe Al Heyman could persuade him.
I agree.
And people will probably disagree with me, but I still think Isaac Cruz. I don't know. I think Isaac Cruz did such a good job that first time. The second time he looked crazy. I believe I really like Isaac Cruz. I just really do. And he probably doesn't want to do it. Obviously, probably ain't no money in it, but I would like to see it again. You going?
Isaac Cruz was the he was the replacement when Rolly had those allegations.
And happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there too. Everybody watching.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Look at Jason.
We on it's like on what, YouTube, right? YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll tag you in it, and then and then we'll play. When can you do the interview? Just hit me up. Let me know. All right, love you. Be careful. We got
What's your dad was over your house or?
Yeah, he came to my house.
Okay. Jay in the comment section says Leon Powell won and he beat Sabril Matias. Jay, I'm shocked by that. Did he beat him by stoppage or decision or what? I'm definitely shocked by that because I seen Sabril Matias had the craziest power and I seen him fight live. His power is like out of this world. So did he lose by decision or by stoppage? But they just showed the knockout again. That was like flush on the chin as he was going down.
It was really perfect. Really perfect knockout. Like it really was.
That's Jay
Yes.
says, Sabrina Matias lost by Liam Power won by unanimous decision. Okay, wow. I missed the fight, but I definitely got to check the highlights out of that. So me and Chris are happy right now. Chris favorite boxer is Benavidez. You know, he
Oh
wins.
yeah,
And
Benavidez. I
then
love Benavidez.
yeah, he's a beast, man. They call him the monster for a reason.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just left.
Wow. So hey, since we're live, Christian, not to get off topic, but what you think about Ferry, you know, being drunk or whatever, and do you think this is bad, you know, for him going into the rematch? He needs to be more focused. Like, what do you think about that?
No, I think he just needed to, have some fun, enjoy yourself, and kind of let go for a little minute. I think he'll be fine.
Okay.
Do I think that Fury's time might be up? Yep, very good possibility. Um, I mean, if I were him, I would really honestly be thinking about maybe one more fight and maybe letting it go for a while. But Fury has a hard time doing that, like a lot of boxers do. So I think honestly, I think he's just having, what I mean,
Mm,
it's a tough thing, especially for somebody who's suffered from mental illness, to go through something like that.
right.
I mean, he's just feeling himself out. We'll see. Hopefully, it'll be for the best and not for the worst for him. But I think he'll be okay. I think he might come back and win, but I would not put money on him winning personally. But I love Tyson Fury, but I think his time might be up.
Yeah, like, and as you mentioned about the mental health, like he's been through all that, and like the fact that he took a loss, his first loss, we don't know how that's really affecting him mentally.
Yeah. And I
So
think, that might push him back a little bit. He might want to go get fucked up. That's okay.
yeah,
Go enjoy yourself, whatever. Uh, that's he's human. So I don't look at it like it's a completely negative thing, but
right.
he handles things differently than a lot of boxers do. Because I mean, he just like I said, but I think he'll be okay. Rematch is what, December?
Yep.
Yeah. So I
So
mean, where's the summertime? He's got plenty of time to get back.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he got plenty of time. Like I said, he also has one of those nice combat stories, you know,
Yeah,
to go from, you know, what he went through to, you know,
yeah.
climbing back up that ladder, you know, beating Wilder, what you could arguably say 3 times, and fighting, you know, the undisputed heavyweight championship. So he's
That's a
still
good
done very good for
for
himself.
you to say that though. Like here's something else to think about though, which I think about even. Um, do you think Wilder was because when he fought Fury, he had a lot. I don't know. It's like he had more confidence. Maybe because he hadn't really been exposed like that, like the first fight, you know. But then it's like I think Tyson Fury really like kind of took him to another place that kind of broke him down,
Mm-hmm.
got him exposed a little bit, and then look, I went to a nail shop today. Look, these people are from they're Vietnamese. They knew about the fight. They don't even talk. They never talk about boxing. Guess what? The first thing they said, oh, because I was talking to somebody about the fight tonight. They said, oh, the Chinese guy, who beat what's his name, and they knew about this. That's
What you
how
talking
that's
about,
how
Zhang?
far. No, that nothing about Wilder and
Zhang.
yeah, yeah. They knew about that. That's how big that goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially in like I guess that yeah, man. They knew about it. I was like, y'all never ever said one word about boxing. They knew about that one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why I think Wilder's definitely done. But when you think about it though, Tyson Fury should have really done a lot more. I feel like I've done a lot more damage to Wilder, if you think about it.
Yeah, he like I said, he went down a few times, and the second fight was just all Tyson Fury. The second fight was brutal,
Yeah.
and like he was bleeding out of his
Destroyed him.
ear.
Out of his ear, he destroyed him. But
Yeah, yeah.
the first fight, I don't know, maybe that was such a controversy, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe Wilder just got lucky. I think Wilder got. I think Wilder had a very good career for what it was.
Facts.
you
Facts.
know, and he was very blessed to have it.
Facts.
And
Facts.
the only
Um,
person, and I don't care what nobody says, the only person I still wish I could have seen Wilder fight would have been, who you think?
Anthony
Andy
Joshua.
Ruiz. And
Andy
it,
Ruiz, daughter. Andy Ruiz.
I saw him listen to that video where the dude said he didn't want to see it, but I think that would have been to me, that would have been a great matchup.
Mhm.
I wish,
Yeah.
do you think so or no?
I do. I think Wilder would have won, but like I said, they just couldn't agree on
Why
the
do you think
money
that?
because I just felt that Wilder, with those 1-2s that he throw, I just felt that Andy Ruiz wouldn't be able to avoid that right hand for 12 rounds.
Probably not. I mean, he's got Ortiz, so
Right,
yeah.
right.
That
But
fight, hey, that Ortiz fight though, with Wilder, like Ortiz was winning the whole fight, and all of a sudden, bam, like, you
yeah,
got caught.
right.
Why did you get caught? You know,
Yeah.
and I don't know if he got too comfortable or I don't know, but
I'm telling you, man, when Ortiz had Wilder hurt, man, I was hollering. I was like,
I mean, I just knew I knew he had to fight, but then all of a sudden, it's kind of like with Tank, but going back to Tank though, like it's really crazy. It just happens like that almost every time. Every
facts,
time.
facts. Let me get this comment. Joseph Well in the building. Salute to you, rocking with us. He said, Pyro beat Matias in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard, man. I'm shocked by that. But
I look that fight. I had it exactly how it was. My dad said split decision. I mean, that one referee again. He's from Tennessee. Unfortunately, it was just completely off. But I think he definitely won 100%.
okay. Question: does Big Zoe got a fight coming up or something? Or was that no?
If he says he does, it might be an exhibition fight. But no, I can't. I haven't talked to him recently about fighting, but no, I would say no on that, but you got to ask him, I guess.
Yeah. Because I saw a flyer or something of his like, and I think it said like June 22nd or something in some part of Tennessee.
He might
But
have like an exhibition fight, but
yeah,
I
it's not
mean,
on box.
yeah, he does like a lot of shows and stuff, little, you know what I mean, parties around here, but um, like I said, I haven't. I'll try and get some CMOS. I might have to get some CMOS from you, Todd, because he ain't coming through on it. You still got the CMOS?
Yeah, I actually just sold the last batch that I made. I actually sold all of them, so I gotta make another batch.
Do you how do you ship it?
I ship through UPS and I ship through the post office. Like I said, my mom is a postmaster and she ships a lot of my jars off for me. So
All right, well, yeah, that's but anyway, yeah, now I'll have to hit Zoe up. See, I don't think he's fighting anytime soon. If he is, it's an exhibition fight. He's not. I think he talked at one point about getting back into it, but most boxers do. It's hard to stop. But
facts. They just don't know when to hang it up. Like look at Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
This isn't a exhibition. This is actually a sanctioned fight with Tyson and Jake Paul. So some fighters
Oh,
they can't
I
stay
thought
away
it was an
from it.
exhibition fight.
I don't think so because it's on box rec. It's on box rec. So
So what happened? Because I thought because I'm kind of off social media for a minute, but I thought
I
Roy
could be
Jones
wrong.
Jr. was,
I
huh?
could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
I don't.
it was on box rec as a exhibition fight would not be on box rec.
Nah.
So, but
But
I don't
is
know.
it back on or no? Because I thought Roy Jones Jr. was going to come in. That's what they were saying. He was, maybe he just wanted to come in to make the money, but I don't think Mike Tyson should do it. I really think he needs to just chill. Just
Facts.
I
I
don't
think
want them to get hurt. I mean, I'm not saying he will get hurt, but age wise, I mean, it's like just You already
Yeah,
done proved you done made your statement. You done
fact.
made your point throughout your whole career. Like we
Right,
know. I just rather not see it.
right,
You know, there's some fighters you just you love them. You would love to see them fight again, but there's just no point. And especially when they start getting older and stuff, it's just fight somebody way younger than you.
right.
Nah, I'm good on that. But I would like to, if anybody knows what's happening with that fight, I would love to know what's going on. Is Roy Jones Jr. stepping in for him, or is it still on? What's happening?
Yeah,
I have no clue.
yeah. I heard it's no. They postponed it to November, so that fight is happening like November 25th or something like that.
With
All right, let
Mike
me get my
Tyson
guy
still.
here. All right, G5 Jeff TV, the guru is in the building. Salute. What's good?
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can you hear me?
Salute. I hear you, man. What's good? Yeah, yeah.
What's up with y'all?
What's your thoughts, bro? Nah, man, that was
Man,
a crazy KO, man. Like, put him flat on his back.
bro, you gotta fight a perfect 12 with Tank.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's anybody at 35 like that can really just fight a perfect 12. Like it's either fight a perfect 12 or you gotta get him before he gets you.
Yeah.
And I just don't see anybody checking him at 35. I don't see anybody from 30 coming up to 35. Him coming in at 133, that's scary because, old Tank, he was struggling to make weight, things like that. For him to come in at 133.8, that means he's probably not going nowhere beyond 135. I just don't see anybody at 135 that's going to check him. And I'm not excluding anybody at 135, man. Like, he different. He different.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that makes me question like who could be next. Like everybody's saying that Frank Martin was a serious test, and he knocked him out, put him flat on his back. So I mean, he made a statement. So
And the thing about it, the thing about Tank, and I know people question his opponents and stuff like that. If you take that out of the equation and you really look at him just from a talent standpoint, we haven't really seen anything like this in a long time. The power guys are not supposed to be slick. The power guys are not supposed to be able to fight off the back foot and walk you down. Like, he probably has the power of 160 pounder, probably at 135. Like,
Mhm.
you can't. A guy like Tank with that much power, they're not supposed to handle a guy with a pit bull cruise type style. Like, traditionally speaking, like, they have
Yeah.
trouble with that guy. Pitbull maybe got maybe what 3 rounds, maybe 4, maybe, and he was hurt.
The first fight.
So you know, Tank different. Tank he's a different individual, man. Like,
yeah, yeah. I think Frank Martin was handling business. He was doing good. He was doing good. But I just eventually knew that he was going to get clipped. But he was doing good, man. He was doing good, like with his distance. He was doing good with his countering, his combination. So he did good while it lasted.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing though. Like with Tank, there's a couple of guys that was doing good. Barrios was doing good. Um, Santa Cruz was doing good. Pitbull was doing good at certain points. It's just you gotta go when you're dealing with a guy like Tank and he has that type of power. Like, all it takes is for you to make one mistake. Like, I can't say Frank Martin did anything wrong in the fight. Like, he gave you a jab, he gave you movement, he switched his punch variety up. Sometimes he was trying to pot shot, sometimes he was trying to lead. He was moving the correct way. He wasn't in the corners too much. When he went defensive, he went fully defensive and got up out of there. Like, everything you teach a guy to do against a guy like Tank, Frank did it. But when you're dealing with a power guy like this,
sometimes and Legend, we talk all the time, bro. Like when you dealing with somebody with this type of this type of power, you don't even have to get into the whole, like technical aspect. Like you just got to ask one simple question: can Frank Martin take Tank Davis shot? It's really that simple, and it's not a person that Tank hasn't fought where he hasn't landed the money shot. He lands the money shot every single fight. The question is, are you going to get up from that money shot? And it's just I just don't see anybody, and I'm not even like a huge Tank fan, but I know what I'm looking at when I look at a fighter. I know what I'm looking at. Like this is he's a rare combination of speed, explosiveness, and power, and then he's intelligent as well. Is we ain't seeing this in a minute. I mean, just look at the tape. Just look at the tape. He's fought a variety of styles. Barrios is a bigger guy, and he did the same thing. Tank does the same thing to everybody. I think if Shakur fights him, I think Shakur would fight him similar to how Frank fought him. He would do well until he got caught. Haney, the same thing. He would do well until he gets caught. And you a Tank opponent. Ultimately, you have to you got to cross that bridge. You're gonna get to that bridge, and you're gonna have to cross it in order to win that fight because he's gonna catch you. The only way I see Tank losing really is unless he goes up to like something crazy, like 47 or something like that, where the guys are just bigger, bigger guys. But I mean, I could run a couple names off the top of my head. I'm like, he probably beats.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why do you think he hasn't or won't like for instance, just like Shakur Stevenson? Why is it? Do you think it's just like the money? Is that why he's
Yeah.
not going? Because that's what I keep hearing. That's what why not?
To be honest with you, he may not have no choice but to go to Shakur Stevenson because, I mean, if you look at it, how many guys does he actually have to fight?
Right.
Like Frank Martin wasn't the first, second, or third choice. He was kind of just there, So they're going to have to get to a point to where they might have to look at the Shakurs. They're going to have to look at Devin Haney's. They're going to have to look at the Tiafimos and things like that for him to get opponents. But we seen Canelo do this. Canelo was, fighting everybody. And it's like now with him, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. And that's no disrespect to the guy he just fought. He's probably going to fight Berlanga next. It's just there's not that much for him out there unless he goes up to 175. He can get everything he wanted 175. But 168 down, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel. And then he don't want to fight Benavidez. So like Tank is approaching that.
I don't think Tank's not really approaching that. He need fight these guys. You know what I mean? I think that might be the next best fight. Go ahead and do it. But is Stevenson going to do it?
I agree. Like Tank's going to get to a point where he's going to have to take on one of those guys because there's nobody else. And when you're a pay-per-view fighter, you have to take something that commands the money as well. Like you can't just pick anybody. You know? So I'm with you 100%. I think, but the thing is, I think Tank beats all of them. Like,
I think he does too.
Like, I think Tank beats all of them. Like you just have to fight the perfect fight against Tank. Like you got to fight the perfect fight, man.
The fight of your life.
Yeah, the fight of your life. And it's kind of similar to like when Fury fought Wilder the first time. Like he outboxed Wilder, but Wilder made Fury make a decision in that fight. Like, can you get up from this shot and can you recover? Once Tyson Fury made up in his mind that Wilder's power is just you're not tonight. Yeah. Like you literally have to say that in terms of Tank. Like you get in there with Tank, no matter what kind of power he's bringing, your answer essentially is going to have to be not tonight. That shit's not working tonight.
Can you imagine going in as a fighter against Tank though? Anybody going forward and just mentally thinking, okay, this is like the sixth between like the sixth and eighth rounds or whatever,
Yeah.
and you just know that time's coming. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's just like it's a false sense of security because I'm pretty sure after 6, Frank's probably thinking he's up 4-1 going into 6. I had it closer than that, but he's probably thinking he's up like 2 rounds at that point. So you're going into the back half of the fight, and you like, okay, I'm up on the cards, and you thinking like, okay, well, if I'm able to move around, jab here, jab there, be defensively responsible, I might be able to walk out of here with a decision. But when you're doing that, you don't realize you're in defense mode. Judges don't like defense mode, especially when you're moving around like that, which
Frank
is,
Martin was in defense mode the whole fight.
yeah, and that's what he's supposed to do. Like
He
that's what
was
he's
supposed to do
supposed to
that.
do.
He was.
Yeah. So like it's crazy because like when you fight, when like let's put ourselves in Frank Martin's shoes, right? So going into the fight, you're fighting another southpaw. So both of you guys are seeing something in the mirror that you usually don't see. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So with Frank Martin, jab, distance, pivot, he did all 3. If I gave him 3 things to do, it would have been them 3. He did all
Mm-hmm.
3. The 4th thing would have been don't get stuck in the corner. Don't get stuck in the corner. Don't get on the inside too long. He did everything, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Like that's the sign of a great fighter. Like it did not matter. And I knew this was going to happen. Frank Martin is a good fighter, and people are gonna say that he's not a good fighter because of what happened. But Frank Martin is a good fighter. Like he's an undefeated fighter, very good fighter. And for
Previously undefeated.
say it again.
I said previously undefeated.
Yes, previously undefeated. But like there's guys that, didn't want to fight Frank Martin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just I just want for people to understand what they're watching. Whether
Mm-hmm.
you're a Tank Davis fan or not, you're seeing something that you're not gonna see from like you're not
Anybody.
gonna see this for a while. This is like, and I'm talking just pure physical talent, just pure physical talent. The last time I've seen this, just at this level, is it's a bigger guy, but you're probably talking Roy Jones type dynamic. Like you knew when he was coming into the ring, like if you don't fight the perfect fight, you're losing and you're gonna lose bad. And that's the kind of vibes I get when I watch Tank. Like I just don't know who can check him. I don't know
Tank
who.
makes it look easy to me. Like it's like
Yeah,
he just goes in. It's just an easy, like it's like another day in the office to him.
yeah. It's and you know the thing that's crazy is like Arthur Betterbeef, like it's like that type power at 35. Like I was in the building when he fought Vosdick in Philly. You could hear the shots, like you could hear them. Like you know how you'll tap a microphone and it'll be like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly how his shots sound like. Like Vosdick was in the hospital for 4 days after that fight. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's a guy at 175 pounds trying to deal with that power. Imagine a dude that's 140 trying to deal with that.
So
Like your body just can't handle it.
with Tank, like so, do you compare? Is there any comparison with Floyd Mayweather with him?
Like
'Cause, you know,
Tank and
yeah,
Floyd.
yeah, like because any of the, I mean, to me, there's really not a whole lot, but I don't know what's going on with him and Floyd right now.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying.
But
They're I
I feel
mean,
like
you know the backstory to that though.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, well, him and is a rumor. Let me say that as a rumor. Him and Floyd daughter, and I'm going to leave it there. But if that's true, then yeah, I mean they're going about it like grade school kids. But you know, it's just Floyd too old for that. I like
Facts, man.
Floyd is too
Yeah,
old. Like if you're worth damn near $1 billion, or you done made
right.
$1 billion in your career, or $500 million, I'm not worried about what Tank doing. Like
Right.
I'm not worried about what Tank doing or what he's saying. Like he's so invested. You know, he's 50-0. He's undefeated. He's one of the greats of all time. But even if you don't like him, you got to have him in your top 10. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you care about somebody saying something and you got probably 500 M's plus in the bank? Like,
Was he in the building? I didn't see if he was.
nah,
No,
nah,
he
he
wasn't
wasn't
there.
in the building. Um, he wasn't in the building.
Yeah.
But Floyd, anybody that's inside the sport of boxing that has any type of inside connect, they'll tell you like Floyd is super petty. He's super, super petty.
And
And
the people around him are super petty too. Because I've been
yeah,
around a few. I'll tell you
they're
that.
really,
Petty,
really
petty as yeah,
yeah. I mean like I
petty.
mean hood chick petty. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
that's the
thousand
difference
percent
with
agree
petty.
with that.
Yeah, it's I mean, but if you really look at it, that's why his promotional company is not really successful.
Because of who he deals with. I know who he deals. Some particular people. Hopefully, you don't deal with them no more. But yeah, it's extremely petty, very
It,
weird. You know what I mean? Very
yeah,
weird
and
acting.
it's an ego thing too, because if you really sit and you study Floyd inside the ring, he's a damn genius. You
Yeah,
know, outside of the ring, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just he talks about Bob Arum all the time and Top Rank and the type of deal that he had, and he got himself out of the deal because he knew he was worth more than what that deal was. So you got to think about it. His ego cost him Shakur, it cost him Haney, it cost him Tank. When those guys first came out, they all were in his gym. If he would have put together a contract that would have
the
been
buddy too.
similar to what he would have approved of back in his day, he probably would have a super promotion. He
Right.
should have Haney. He should have Shakur. He should have Tank. He probably should have had Tiafimo too. But all of those guys signed with somebody else because those better contracts, and they didn't want to share the spotlight with Floyd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's just Floyd is just he's literally like the Michael Jordan of like boxing for this reason. Michael Jordan was the GOAT, but as a you know as a
Ambassador of the sport, you
yeah,
could
like
say.
up top though, like in terms of like if you take like Michael Jordan, right? He was the greatest on the court, but he might have been the worst executive of all time.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's why Floyd reminds me of Mike. Like you can make the argument he's like a Michael Jordan, one of the Michael Jordans of boxing, but as a promoter, he's terrible. He's the
Yeah.
worst. Like what person actually succeeded under his watch outside of Badu Jack? And the only and I,
That's a good. Exactly. I totally agree.
Badu
100%.
Jack went through the gauntlet though. He went like 10 straight fights fighting like a top 10 guy in the division. Like he went on a crazy run, crazy run. I think there's a certain fear of any like Floyd in his brain. He feels like, oh well, I can't have anybody getting close
To me,
me.
to what I
Except for
did.
just saying, hey, I did enough. I'm gonna let these young guys come
Right.
here, do what they gotta do. Like he's all it seemed from the outside looking in, it seems like he's always throwing shade. Like it seems like he's always throwing shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I seen that he just posted about Tank and Frank Martin being canceled. He posted this on his story. I'm like, I didn't get it,
Yeah.
man. Like you said, he's too old for that. Like it's
What
like
he-
every time there's a press conference, he's always like trying to steal the spotlight. Like I know we were talking about it was Kerma Moulton, but he was talking about his career. He wasn't talking about Kerma Moulton. So it's like he always wanted the spotlight.
Yeah.
Well,
And to have the spotlight in boxing, though, he's one of those type people that, you know, you could do so much good for boxing, but you're not using it to the advantage of boxing as a whole. That's what I don't like about it. It's like you could make boxing better. You have all the ability to do it, but you choose not to. You choose to, you know, I want to say screw people over, but like what you just said, it just really it's unfortunate that Floyd Mayweather like can't just. I would think, you know, he would have been there tonight, possibly just to be there, but I guess he's too busy.
I
You know,
mean,
that jet takes a lot of fuel to get here and there. So
yeah, I mean, he has years of like throwing shade. Like, I mean, when Keith Thurman was hot on his trail, he tried to throw Spence in front of him. Terrence Crawford recently, he tried to say, oh, maybe he should fight Benavidez. He trying to get him lined up. You know, Ty Finney just said that Floyd posted on his short that it was the fight was canceled between Tank and Frank Martin. Like he just even a Devin Haney situation, like you supposed to be cool with them and you giving Ryan Garcia tips and all that. Like he's a major shade thrower. Like he the type that'll put hot sauce in your dessert and shit. Like he one
yeah,
of them type dudes. Like
look, I,
that.
I've dealt with a promoter personally, just known him who dealt with Floyd Mayweather, and he's the same exact way, the exact same way, and it was just like, why
Petty.
are you such a why are you like this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just real shady for no reason. And like boxing has enough shadiness going on it anyway.
I
You
agree.
know,
Yeah, and it just sets a bad example. I mean, you literally got a kid in Carmel Moulton. He's 17 years old. Like he's 17 years old, caught in the middle of two grown ass men,
yeah,
like arguing about a bunch of nothing. Like arguing about a bunch of nothing. Like Tank Davis and David Benavidez can put on cards for the next 3 years together and be cool. They can be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank is at a point where he don't he don't have to really answer to anybody. Like he can just
exactly.
put
Not
on his
that
own
that's how
card.
I would like it if I was him. I wouldn't want to answer to nobody either.
Yeah, yeah, and he's earned it. Listen, he's earned it. At the end of the day, outside of maybe Haney, Shakur, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think the only person and people that disagree with me, I think Loma's probably one of the few people that would have a legit
Okay?
shot. But I'm gonna tell you why though. It's not even it's not even because like he's Loma. Like Loma's never been in a situation where he's going anywhere. Like even when he lost to Tiafimo, you give him one more round, he might have stopped Tiafimo. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he was whipping Tiafimo ass in the back half of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even with Haney, you give him another 2 rounds, he's probably knocking down Haney. You know what I'm saying? Like Loma's not going anywhere. Like I think he's probably one of the few dudes that I would go into the fight and I'd be like, you know what? Like Loma's not easy to hit and he's right there, which means he's gonna be in position to respond. And
but
it's
how
more
long do you think that's going? Because Loma, I mean, how long do you think? I don't think it's gonna happen, but he don't have that much. To me, like he needs to do it. Like it needs to be soon, sooner than later. You know?
yeah. To be honest with you, I think that's where he should go next. To be honest with you, um,
I
I
read.
yeah, I would go Loma next if I'm Tank. Either that or I'm trying to think who could he fight at 40 if he goes up to 40.
I I don't. Do you think he should go up to 40?
At this point,
He might have to.
yeah, I just don't know. Like Shakur is a big name to the hardcores, but I
But
don't know how much money he's
do
gonna actually
you
like
think
bring in. Because we got to talk money too, though. We got to
that,
talk
that,
money
that
too.
that's
Like
that's
we
the
can't
thing, and
just
that's what the thing with like what's everybody's been talking about with what Tank is. It's all about. He's like he doesn't fight for more or less the glory. He's fighting for the money,
let me
and you got to
let me
respect
ask
that
you this
too.
question. Let me ask you this question real quick. Todd, this go to you too. Tank gets in the ring with Keith Thurman right now. Who wins that fight?
Tank
I got Tank too.
100.
So that's a fight. He can
What?
probably we're talking money and
Tank all
interest.
day.
Yeah. I'm talking like businessman. If I'm like Tank's like manager,
If I was Thurman, let's go. I would do
yeah,
it.
I
Cause guess
would
what? That's a big payday for you. Let's go.
yeah, I would go probably Tank can probably go big names, but they're kind of older or they might be a little past it. Tank could probably fight Keith Thurman right now. That thing gonna sell like hotcakes.
They
I
fought
know.
tonight. I
Yeah,
bet Tank will win after this fight.
yeah. I
You
think
know,
Tank wins that fight. I actually think he wins it easy. Actually,
I think he wins it easy.
say it again.
I think he wins it easy too. He definitely
Yeah,
wins it easy.
it's a couple guys out there like maybe the hardcores wouldn't like it. Like the hardcores wouldn't like a Tank Keith Thurman fight, but it's gonna sell.
When's
Like
the last time Keith
imagine him
Thurman
and
fight? I don't even
Broner, like
remember.
that would sell. He just lost. Like that would sell. It's a good 4 or 5 people he can get if it's just about selling pay-per-views and tickets and building the name,
But boxing wise,
brand.
who is his best? I guess you said Loma is his best, like as far as opponent, like being the best next opponent for him. It would be Loma for you.
Yeah, because he's coming off of a good win. Loma, the losses that he has in his career. I mean, you can honestly.
What would be the difference
Mhm.
that you see? Because you see how Tank fights and how Tank always wins and how he always gets you. What would be the difference with Loma and him? And what do you think will be the deciding factor where it goes the distance and he doesn't get the knockout?
Well, I don't think it. I think Tank would get him extremely late. I would say probably like 10, 11.
So you're
But
still saying Tank will get him?
yeah, I think Tank still wins. But in terms of competition and name, I think Loma's probably the best bet for him. I just don't think I don't think anybody at 35 can really handle that power and that pressure for 12. I just don't see it. But I think Loma presents a puzzle that you rarely see. And if
Hmm.
you go to the Tiafimo fight, Tiafimo won that fight because Loma gave up the first 6 rounds. It wasn't necessarily anything that Tiafimo was doing. Loma just wasn't active. Haney, same thing. He just gave up early rounds. He just started all his losses because he started too late. We haven't seen Loma like just get dogged. Like he's lost decisions because he started putting in work at round 5, round 6, and he don't have Tank type power. He was too far on the cards, you know.
And Tank
So
has a lot of energy. Like he can. And like Todd was saying in the beginning, like he feels you out. He's feeling everything out, and he kind of just he's going with the flow. And then he just, I mean, you get to the 6th, 7th, 8th round, he's gonna, you know, what's gonna happen. We knew it was gonna happen.
well, and the
It's just
thing
like
and
you
that,
sitting
no, that's
around
a
waiting
good
for it to
point.
happen.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a great point. And I'll just add on to it. While he's feeling you out in the first 3, 4 rounds, he's adding a lot of pressure, and he's throwing a lot of body shots. He's throwing a lot of body shots, and they're hard shots. So even when, like, you even take tonight, Frank Martin was doing well the first 3-4 rounds.
Mhm.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, round 2, he's a little closer than round 1. Round 3, he's a little closer to Frank than round 2. By the time round 4 came around, you could tell Frank movement is not the same. It may look the same, but he's so defensive minded. I was like, if he's really defensive minded, like first quarter of the fight, I'm like, he's not gonna snap out of that. He's not gonna snap out of that.
There's a difference between being defensive minded like Floyd Mayweather, and defensive like you kind of look scared. And I feel like honestly, like Frank Martin fought looking like a little scared. Like he looked like he didn't like he was just like my dad even said like he was trying to survive the rounds. I thought I think he did. Like I gave him more rounds than probably a lot of people did, but the way I didn't like his style. I don't like his boxing style. I don't like it. You know, it was a scary type of weird type of fight. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I understand why he was doing it. I just didn't like the way he did it.
yeah, it's and the thing that's crazy, and I know people kind of made jokes about it, but when Tank threw, like, he fainted like he was going to punch him at that press conference, and
Yeah.
he flinched real bad. I was like, I said, that's not good. I said, it's not good.
That's kind of how he fought. That's kind of how he fought the fight, though.
Yeah. And
It was like there was one point he was flinching, and like he didn't even throw a punch at you. He was over there like dodging and stuff, and I'm like, he didn't even throw a punch at you yet.
That was a bad flinch, and I know people just looked at it like, oh well, he flinched, and it kind of just made fun of him. But I'm like, when you really look at it, it was how hard he actually flinched. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, if he had a drink in his hand, that drink all over the place. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
That drink was all over somebody.
Yeah, it's somebody gonna have juice.
Somebody getting wet.
Yeah, somebody's getting wet, like, for real. Like, and it's crazy.
Ain't the ring girl.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you going toe to toe with somebody and you're that close, and I mean, it looked like a karate move. Like it was like he was like this. He was like, and then I guess he realized he was on camera and tried to go like this back, and I'm like, bro, it's too late, bro. It's too late. But that, for me, that was a clear indication. I was just like,
yeah.
Tank was in his head. That's the main thing I took out of that. I was like, Tank was in his head.
Well, look, and that's another thing about boxing, period. Like just any sport and all. If you go in defeated in any type of way, because I don't care what nobody says, I believe to this day that Miguel Cotto could have beat Floyd Mayweather, and I believe that when they fought, I was like, man, it's like Miguel Cotto went in defeated. I felt because like, who are you? Like he didn't fight like his normal self. I don't care what nobody says. I still believe that, and I feel like a lot of times people go into a fight, you go into any game, whatever. If you think that you never underestimate or overestimate your opponent, but it's easier said than done. But
Cotto had pretty good success in that fight.
He did, but like I felt like Cotto could if anybody in my mind at that time, like he's one of my favorite fighters of all time, top 5 for sure, top 3 actually. Anybody could have did it. I felt like Cotto could have did it, and I just felt like he just went in like not himself. But you know, I don't like making excuses because they don't make excuses. He never made an excuse. I'm not gonna make an excuse for him.
Right.
But I just felt like he could have actually been the one to do it, and he didn't do it. And that was really a tough fight for me to watch. But
yeah, I mean, Cotto is another like rare talent.
Amazing. I love Cotto.
I mean, why Chris so mad?
I don't know, Chris, what you mad about? Appreciate you coming through, man.
Your boy got a victory tonight. What could you possibly be mad about?
He didn't look trash to me.
Hey, hold on.
Benavidez looked like trash. Who said that?
That his
He might
his
just be
biggest
playing.
fans said that.
Who said?
I mean,
Chris,
he's
you
fighting at a
cannot.
new weight, so but
Who
he looked
said
good to me.
Benavidez looked like trash?
Chris, let me put it to you like this, bro, so I can put your mind at ease. So, Chris, this is not you can't. If you saying he looked like trash, right?
No, he looked
You
great
should
in the
actually be
first.
happy. You should actually be happy. Your number one goal is to get Canelo. Am I correct?
Cuts.
If he goes in there and blows out Alexander Volzdik in the first 5 rounds, you actually lessen your chances of actually getting a victory. Like getting in the ring with Canelo. Well, you know he was injured, right?
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was injured.
Who was injured?
David Benavidez. He said he got a cut. He said he got a cut 2 weeks before the fight, and something was going on with his shoulder or something.
He looked. He looked. I mean, I thought he didn't. I thought he looked great for the last
And
3 rounds.
and listen, Volzdik at one point, not too long ago, was the man at 175, and it took for the man right now to really change his career. But Volzdik ain't no like Volzdik is no bum. Like he's no bum. And when you fight, you're going up to a $175. That's a big jump for 168 to 175. Now Volzdik was the bigger fighter. Let's get that clear.
Yeah, he looked really muscular, real
Yeah,
muscular.
he was probably every bit of probably like 190, something like that. He probably was between 190 and 195. David Benavidez is not used to smacking around people that's 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
I think, bro, your expectations is like
extremely
crazy.
high.
Yeah, those are
But
like godlike expectations.
No, I mean,
he
I thought
was
Benavidez. I mean, he killed it the whole fight to like the last 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah. He said Volzdik was obviously the bigger fight and longer fighter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Chris, he was the smaller guy. Is it's just Chris, I think what you were expecting something as if he was fighting a 168-pound fighter. When
I
he
think we
fights,
all were.
yeah, what at 168, like I thought it was going 12. So I
I didn't.
wasn't surprised.
I thought it was going to end early, but
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. Like Volzdik gets busy. Like it's crazy. You can have a great career and one loss to really just change everybody's opinion. But I'm like, if
which is fucking ridiculous.
it's crazy. Like, but
Because
Volzdik and Betterbe was a 50-50 fight. Like, I was there. Like, it was a
that's what's up.
50-50 fight. Like, I was literally arguing with Jesse Hart after the weigh-in about who was going to win the fight. Me and him, like, we're literally arguing. Like, he wanted to bet me and all that. And I was just like, bro, I don't want to take your money. Like, I really don't. Like,
Take his money. Take his money.
yeah. He said,
he said about the 5th round or 6th round, he was thinking it was going to end in a 9th. I just felt like
I thought he was going to end it.
yeah,
I felt he was pot shotting too much, man. Like he didn't have no explosiveness behind his punches. It was like he was pity batting, man.
who you talking about, Volzdik?
Yeah, it just seemed like he wasn't.
He had no power at all. None.
It just it wasn't like he was
why?
trying to.
Yeah, I just hit you. Let me just, it was not.
A guy like Benavidez, though, you can't overcommit. So, and Benavidez is another one of them rare talents where offensively he's so gifted, and his counter punch game is crazy. His come forward game is crazy. The second you overcommit against a guy like that, it's a wrap. So I'm looking at Volzdik, and it's kind of similar to the Kovalev fight with Canelo. and people was like, "Yo, why Kovalev throwing like these light shots?" And I'm like, it looked like he was trying to throw lighter shots to try to open something up for something big, and just the opening just was never there. Like he was throwing, but I think he was throwing just to look for the big
He was
opportunity.
just
Just
throwing to
never
get
came.
to stay active, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
it
believe he
looked
was.
like no, you're right though. Like stay active until they see a
Sorry.
big opportunity, and it just is hard to get it. But it's hard to get it.
I
Big.
don't think he was ever gonna get it. But I mean he did do better like in the later rounds.
Yeah,
Benavidez, he's a. I mean, I thought he fought a really. I thought he fought a great fight. I loved it. I wish he had not. I felt like he could have knocked him out earlier.
yeah,
Um, he
yeah.
might. Somebody got a little bit tired, kind of.
Yeah, he looked like he
You
was.
know,
I mean,
a little
to be
drained.
honest with you, a Chris G, this for you, bro. For him to have an off night and he looked like trash, you can make the argument it was a very close to a shutout.
But Chris likes Benavidez, right?
That's his favorite fighter in the
Okay,
world.
so then what? Like how? Like I thought he fought a great. To me, he fought a great fight. You know what I mean?
Listen, if you damn near 12-0 a guy that was basically the man at 175, and that's your first fight at 175, and you're injured, and you still damn near
Yeah,
12-0 a
he did a great job. Great job, man.
man.
But
Chris,
hey,
Chris act like he had the pearly gates or something. He can throw the pearly gates, man. Your expectations is crazy. He did
Man,
a good job,
that's a,
man.
that's a
And
good
give him
point.
his flowers.
corners too. Because
Wow.
Canelo might have been looking at this fight and was like, I don't think this dude a monster.
I hope Canelo was looking at like, okay, now is the time.
Now's the time, exactly. And you know what? And you know what? He made this mistake before. When he fought Bivol. Bivol didn't look necessarily great in that fight prior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't look great. And they was like, oh yeah, we can go get Bivol.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it wasn't for the judges, I was like, I'd have bet my house on it. I'd have bet my
Man.
house Bivol was going to beat Canelo. I'd have bet the basement.
Hey,
Everything.
you can't ever bet your house on a damn boxing match ever. 'Cause you never know.
That's how confident I was. I was like, that was a horrible matchup for Canelo. Like, I literally would have bet the house. Literally, if it wasn't for the judges, I would have literally bet the house.
Yeah, but hey, that was a good point about Benavidez because like Andre was come out throwing. He was throwing, but he just got caught. But I mean, his work rate, like in the first couple of rounds, he was getting busy, like throwing shots at Benavidez. But he just that one shot that just caught him, like changed the pace of the fight, man. Like I hated that beating for him, but at the same time, Andre, man, like
So
his
Demetrius
age,
Andre, you love like I love Demetrius. I like him. I like him as a fighter.
yeah, I just
I like
felt
him. What you think? Uh,
he just, I mean, to go in there against Benavidez, like he was 35, like it was just like he was going there in a monster. Like everybody criticizing him for not fighting nobody. He was like, he's finally getting a big opportunity, but he just going in
right.
there with a monster. So it just, I hated how it ended
So
for him. Like,
who do you think will be the best? Somebody said who Demetrius Andre should fight next. Who was that?
I said Caleb Plant. I think he should
Yeah,
fight Caleb
Caleb Plant.
Plant.
Okay, yep. Okay. You think he gonna beat Caleb Plant?
I don't know, to be honest. But hey, G5, did you hear anything about Caleb Plant and Cool Boy Fulton supposed to be on the same card coming up or something like
Yeah,
that? Okay.
yeah. That's what I heard. They still
Working things out.
negotiating, but they are basically Caleb Plant is basically connected with Philly. You know what I'm saying? Because of the trainer. Breadman. A big shout out to Kyron Davis too for getting the dub. He was like a plus 900. But Kyron ain't nothing to sleep on. Like he gave David Benavidez good work too. He was just too small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did hear about that.
Okay.
Hopefully something will come out of that, maybe like September or October or something like that.
Cool.
But yeah, I did hear that, bro. I did hear that. I like I like Andre too. Love
And
Andre.
I like him too. I like him because he's real. I feel like he wants opportunities. When he's had some opportunities that hadn't worked out for him, but I really like him. I like the way he fights. I like his style. I like him a lot. But you
Yeah, I
know,
mean, it's the thing with Dave with
I think he's disrespected a lot. I mean, especially by Canelo, but he's
yeah,
disrespected a lot.
and like
Um,
Andre's a really good fighter. Like he's
yeah,
a
he is. He
really
is.
good fighter. Um, I would love to see him in Plant. To be honest with you, to kind of get his feet wet, give me Andre Kyron Davis. Give me Andre and Kyron. That'll be a good fight. Because you gotta remember, like, you don't want to necessarily throw Andre to the wolves after the
Right,
Benavidez fight.
right.
Yes.
So, and I'm not saying Kyron's a light touch. I'm not saying that as well. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that's a good fight, really good fight,
Yeah,
but a
kind of fill
winnable
him
fight.
out and get everything
Mm-hmm.
ready for what's
Yep.
next. But yeah,
Yeah. Plant. I think Plant and Andre will be a good fight. Um, I mean, I can't even mention the Charlos. Like I just stopped.
I mean, yeah, I ain't heard nothing about them lately anyway. But I'm not even thinking about them. I'm still thinking about our Terrence Crawford. Like is always, and I guess he got a fight coming up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
August.
Crawford has a yeah, he got a fight coming up
Do,
August.
do you got? Do you think that it is a fight worthwhile, or is it kind of some?
Um, I mean, to be honest with you, is it's for a belted 154. It's
Mm,
for a belted 154. The guy, I think, Todd, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he only has between 10 to 12 fights, if
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
doesn't.
mistaken.
Yeah,
So
he don't got a lot of fights under his
he
belt at
don't
all.
have a lot
that
of
doesn't
fights.
make me happy with the way that Crawford fights. That makes me not happy. But it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, like I mean, I wish he would have got the Charlo fight, but I mean, he had to fight Canelo. I mean, you got to go get that. You know what I'm saying? But Spence didn't want a rematch. Um,
And so
because
why didn't Spence want the rematch?
Say it again.
Why did Spence not want the rematch?
Took a
Um,
beating.
he just
I know why he didn't want the why do y'all believe he didn't want the rematch?
well, I think that
Do you
he
think Spence
wanted
is
it to
done?
be
Let me ask you
more.
this. Do you think Spence is done?
Yeah, I think
I
yeah,
think so too.
I think so.
Unfortunately, but I think
I
some
think Fundora gonna put them paws on him. I think Fundora's gonna put them paws on him like something serious. Like the thing with Spence, even when Spence was the man at 47, I was like, does his style translate to 54? Those are some big boys at 54. And I was like, I just don't know if his style is gonna translate. Like, I don't think he beats Fundora. Like, I don't think he beats Fundora. You know what I mean? Like, I think he would have problems at 154, period. But I don't like any person that's talking about retirement prior to a fight. He's
right.
been talking about retirement prior to this fight. It almost seemed like a money
It
grab.
what it seems like when you talk about retirement before a fight, it's like you already done gave up. Like you already like,
Yeah, it's a
hey,
money
if I
grab.
lose, just know I was gonna retire anyway, kind of stuff. I'm like, that's almost like a
You know, another thing
giving
I
up.
don't like, how you get your ass whooped like that and you come right back to a title fight.
Right.
Like that makes it's kind of like with Wilder. Like Wilder lost.
Wilder didn't change nothing though. Wilder. That's probably the worst career decisions in boxing I've ever seen. Because if you're even if you're not like a boxer like that, you got to make different decisions for yourself.
Yeah,
He did not do what he should have done, and I don't know if him and Malik Scott is like best friends or something.
yeah.
For him to continue to have him as his trainer, I don't like that.
I
It was just weird.
but I don't think you can really. I don't think anybody can really do anything with Wilder. I think just it's times where he's shown that he learned a few things in the gym, but since he got with Malik Scott, like there's no the kill switch is off. There's no
It's
kill
just
switch.
weird.
It's like he fights like, hey, I learned this in the gym 2 weeks ago. Let me show y'all what I learned
Right.
2 weeks ago. Like that's how he fights now, and it's just like when
He
you're
didn't take it seriously
214
enough.
pounds, you can't go in there trying to showcase what you learned in the gym 2 weeks ago.
Let
Like
me
you,
ask y'all a question. Who would you pick as a trainer if you had to pick one trainer of all time? Who would you pick?
Ty, you want to go first on that? I got one.
Who you got, Ty?
That's a tough one.
No, like if you had to, the only
I
way
would
to
say
win.
Emmanuel Stewart, maybe.
Manuel Stewart, okay.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah.
I would probably say brother Nazim Richardson. Only because brother Nazim wouldn't have changed nothing. Like it would have really just been him coming in at the right weight and make sure his mindset was to kill. I don't think brother Nazim would have changed anything with him. I think the problem with Malik Scott is that he's trying to show him too much. He's trying to show him too much. I'm like, Wilder needs to come into the fight with basically two or
How
three
do
things to look.
how does anybody teach you something that you beat? How can
Well,
you teach me something when I beat you, but you're gonna teach me something how to beat somebody else?
yeah, it's a weird
Anyway, mine be Andrew.
combination. Like, it's
It's
a
gonna
weird
be
combination to me. Like, not only did he lose to Wilder, but the majority of people felt like he took a dive.
I was one of them, man. It looked so like it didn't even look
Yeah,
like it hurt to me, man. Like
yeah,
I didn't get it, man.
yeah, it was just, just a bad, I didn't like the move, me personally. I think if I want to say maybe current trainers, I would say probably Stephen Bradman would have been a good choice for him.
nobody likes Freddie Roach.
Freddie would have got. I don't know what Freddie could have done with
Not
Wilder.
for Wilder.
Freddie he's trained every type of fighter though. So
Right.
I actually like that choice actually, because whenever Freddie Roach gets a hold of somebody, you don't ever see them fighting outside of their normal.
Right.
Freddie gets,
He's the type of motherfucker you see in a boxing gym and you be like, yeah, that's the guy I want to be with. And it's like, almost like that thing you feel. I don't know. I like Freddie Roach for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I would say probably current trainers. I would say probably Freddie Roach. I would say,
Angelo Dundee.
yeah. I mean, you can't go
For,
wrong.
for you like long time trainers, always Ali trainer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I've said this before. I don't know if I've told you, but like y'all need to go to Ali Museum in Louisville, Kentucky.
yeah.
Go there. It's the best boxing museum you'll ever see.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay.
It's all, I mean, it's all Ali, but like you'll see so much different things. It's just such a, Ali lost I mean, he's lost. Ali, yeah, just please go if you ever go to Louisville, Kentucky. And if you don't go, just try and make a trip to Louisville, Kentucky. Go to this museum. Go to his hometown. Just go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really amazing. But yeah, that's a good thing as far as trainers. But what about promoters? Who would you pick?
For Wilder?
No, just for yourself. If you were a boxer, who would you pick as a promoter?
I would go with Eddie Hearn.
I would probably,
Eddie Hearns all day.
yeah, I would go with Eddie.
Everybody would.
Eddie
So-
is the the thing that's funny. Nobody liked Eddie when
I love.
AJ and
What you mean?
Wilder's fight was on the table. Nobody
Boy,
sees
I
like
love Eddie Hearn. Come on.
Eddie. Eddie is the. I think he's probably the only promoter that
This smiles all the
actually
time.
like promoting, like
Man.
in front of all cameras, all press conferences, all post fight conferences. Like he's literally out here, and then he's innovative too. I remember during
Yeah.
COVID,
Oh yeah.
they had a
Boy.
fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What?
They had a fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the prelim they put a ring in the
You're
middle of
kidding
the
me.
city street
You're kidding me.
in
How do
front
you
of a
know about this?
hotel. In front of a hotel, and they had the fighters
What
come
year was
out of
this?
the hotel to the ring, like in the middle of a city street.
When was this?
This was 2020. This is 24. I would
Right.
say maybe
I try
21 or
to even go
24. It was in Tulsa,
video so I can
Oklahoma.
just look at y'all in the face to hear this.
Matter of fact, I can hold on. Let me see if I can Google it.
This was how long ago?
I would say maybe 2 years ago.
Ty won't let me get on video. I'm just gonna be on video, Ty.
I'm gonna let me look real quick.
I probably look like crazy anyway, but I want to look at y'all face when y'all just said Eddie Hearn had a fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's what you said?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
All right.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Eddie Hearn. See if I can find it.
That's something you got to do, Christian. I can't do that. It'll say like add yourself.
Yeah, it happened in 2020. It says Eddie Hearn shuts down downtown Tulsa and puts a ring in the middle of the street.
Wow. I know.
Boxing News 24/7. If you go to Google, right, just type in Eddie Hearn, Tulsa, Oklahoma, middle of the street, and you're gonna see it. But he had guys literally coming. They were in the hotel, and they were coming out from the hotel lobby outside and going to the ring.
Wow.
And that was during COVID, 2020, 2021. I think it was 2020. That's why I was just like, it takes a different type of mind. Like, who thinks of that?
Right. Yeah, I would definitely pick him. I would pick him as a promoter. But yeah, I wanted to say something too. Like when you was talking about Floyd, wasn't he the one that leaked the video between Haney and Tank sparring?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it's like when you're. And again, I don't know Floyd. I just know a lot of people that's been around him, and they all say the same thing. Like they all say the same thing. And I know stories in regards to Tank and Floyd that I won't say on camera. I'll tell you off camera. But they like Floyd has reasons to be pissed off at Tank. Like boxing and non-boxing. So I kind of get the tension. I understand the tension, but you know, all this petty stuff, I'd rather y'all just hop in the goddamn ring for all that. You know what I'm saying? Rather you hop in the ring for all that. But yeah, he's the one that leaked that tape. And I'm like, Devin Haney was in your gym since he was a kid. And I'm like, Floyd, you're the reason why you couldn't sign Devin Haney. You're the reason. Because I'm like, you didn't offer a contract that was a good enough contract and a flexible contract. You knew what you had in Haney.
Hey, who would
Haney
y'all
was be a world champion no matter what promoter he had. He was that good. You know what I'm saying? So he just throws a lot of shade, man. Like he just throws a lot of shade. I'll tell you, I'll answer the reverse of your question. If you told me one promoter I won't sign with, it would definitely be Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely not, man. I'd rather take a loan out from the bank, man. And
I'm telling you, it's kind of like he like the modern day. I ain't gonna say it. I don't even want to deal with that. But if you could pick one fighter that you would have on your team, or like right now, who would you pick? One fighter that's
Current?
Yeah, current fighter. Current fighter. Who would you pick? Like you only have one. You get. This gonna be fighter. I am picking AJ all day. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He come with me.
Are you talking about like pick one fighter
Pick
and
one fighter. Like just if you were like, say you a promoter, you pick one fighter you can have. I don't. Somebody
well,
picking Tank. One of y'all picking Tank. I know that, but I'm picking AJ.
no, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm actually gonna agree with you. If I am a promoter, yeah, I'm taking AJ all
No, you
day.
not.
Yeah, I
No, you
am.
not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you not.
I can
You're
tell
not
you.
taking AJ. Don't nobody take AJ.
I can tell
Everybody
you
want
why,
to talk shit
though.
about AJ.
But
I know what AJ got.
the key words you said. If I was a promoter,
If you're a promoter, right? But I'm
right? If I'm a
okay.
promoter, I'm taking AJ. But I can tell you why.
Nah, I already took AJ. You can't take AJ. So
Oh,
who you
okay,
pick?
so I gotta pick somebody else.
You gotta
Oh,
pick
okay,
somebody
all
else,
right. I
man.
see you go. All right, all right.
Yeah, it's from one of them type
So
things.
okay,
You
so
probably pick Tyson Fury.
yeah, I'm trying to take your AJ. I'm sorry. Uh, let me see. That's a good question. Who would I take?
Tyler, who you got? Cause you probably got somebody. Look, he over there smiling. Who you got?
Uh,
Who you
That's
got?
I'll probably. I might just say Tank.
Yeah, I knew somebody was gonna pick Tank. I knew somebody was gonna pick Tank. But here's the thing about Tank though. Tank is not very marketable though. He is not marketable. And most promoters, that's the thing about promoters though. You want somebody that's gonna be big time all over. You know what I mean? And I just don't think Tank is that market. I like Tank. I don't like him. Like he's not like my. I don't care for him, but he's not marketable like that.
Tank is not marketable
No, he's not.
in the
He's
sense
not.
of like
He's just not marketable.
it's
Period. But AJ is. AJ
no.
gonna make you money.
Yeah, well, that was the main reason why I was gonna say AJ, but you
But you
took
can't.
AJ.
So who you gonna pick now?
Damn.
Who you gonna pick, Ty? You still gonna go with Tank?
You said they going with Tank.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would think. But as far as him being marketable, I was just saying these last few press conferences, he was riding out. I mean, he was riding out, man, running in the ring.
But the thing is, like, you gotta think about market, like, and a lot of promoters go off of that. That's why Eddie Hearn look at AJ like he love him so much because he does. He making the money all day. AJ he don't have to fight another day in his life. And he'll be set for his kids and kids and kids will be set. I'll pick outside AJ. It'd be Tyson Fury. Outside of that, I'll probably pick. Let me think about this.
The only people I would say is probably I would say AJ, Tank,
Tyson Fury, obviously,
Fury.
is a personality. You know what I mean? It's the
You know what? I'm gonna go a different angle. And he actually fought the night. So I'm gonna go away from the established name. If I'm a promoter and I can pick one guy, like
we're gonna
right
take you there.
now,
Take you to the top. Take you to the top.
Okay.
Take you
So
to the top.
I would actually go with a guy out of the UK, Ben Whitaker.
Okay.
That's who I would go with.
Nobody
Nobody
knows him if you're not a boxing fan. Nobody knows him. But that's I agree.
I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna tell you why. Ben Whitaker is, I think he's 8-0, and you're right. Nobody knew who he was, and somebody put like a 1-minute clip out of him just doing all these crazy antics and stuff like that. And he just fought today.
Yes.
The joint was filled to the tip, and most of them were there to see him. He wasn't the main event, but most of them was there to see him. And to have that at 8-0 and he's in a premier division too at 175, he has one of those styles and one of those personalities where you could probably stack about 4 or 5
Let me
tomatoes.
throw this in here real quick. That was a trick question because why didn't nobody say like Jake Paul? No, nobody said Jake. But here's the thing: to
Mhm.
make money, if I want to make money, I'm gonna go with Jake Paul. Like he'll probably be like my definitely probably second or third. Really, probably because of the fact that he brings money into that. That's all. It was a trick question in a way because
Well,
if you were talking about who's gonna make me the most money, Jake Paul's gonna make you the most money.
well, the thing with Jake Paul is Jake, like,
Let's
I don't
hear.
know how long. Only reason I wouldn't pick Jake Paul is because I don't know how long he's gonna be around. I don't know when the money train going in.
But the thing about Jake Paul is he is very involved in like boxing. He's involved in like a lot of
Yeah,
stuff to help boxers and stuff. So I would
yeah.
definitely and I think he's a decent boxer. You know what I mean? To come out when he came out, I think he's decent. I don't think he's like some great boxer, one of the greatest boxers of all time. But to me, I think he would be definitely somebody that would make you money. I would.
He he takes it very
He's a
serious.
promoter himself too, though. So
He takes it very serious. He takes boxing extremely serious.
and he's done a lot for boxing, and he's done
I I
a
agree.
lot.
I agree. And the thing about Jake Paul is that I know a couple of the guys that he actually spars with. They are legit guys. Like they are legit
Who did
guys.
he be sparring with? Can you tell us?
Yeah, so I'll give you one name. He's popular on Instagram, but he's a fighter. His name is David Flats.
Okay, where is he
Really good.
from?
He's a good fighter. Um, he's with the camp with like Zab Judah and all of them, but
Okay, I love
in the
Zab Judah.
ring
I
he get
love Zab
busy.
Judah.
He get busy in the ring, and there's other professionals that he like spars with. So
Hmm.
he takes the craft very serious. It's just I wouldn't pick Jake Paul because I don't know if he's gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, I don't want to fight no more because
I don't
I
think so.
30 million over here.
I don't think that's. There's a documentary I think on Netflix or something. It's like about him and his brother and how they kind of get into boxing. How not even just about boxing, just how they. I really believe that he has the bet. Like he's kind of like somebody coming in, seeing boxing for what it was, which is a lot of people don't look at how boxers have had the worst like at any professional sport. They don't have no like nothing to fall back on. Like they have to like go out and just do all these like little meet and greets or whatever to make money sometimes. And he's trying to change that. You know what I mean? They need something to fall back onto like every other professional sport. And even Mike Tyson, he was all for it. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I know they're friends. That's why I was like, y'all fighting, but I know y'all are friends because Mike Tyson agreed with everything that Jake Paul is doing for boxing. He helps everybody make money, and he's
Yeah,
not just out for
I,
himself. And
yeah.
that's a very rare thing.
No, and the thing about it is whether you like or dislike Jake Paul, you need guys like him in the sport,
Yeah,
period. Because for as much as people don't like like Jake Paul, if you ask me who do I want to promote, you know, because Jake Paul's from Ohio, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I'm pretty sure, but like you do know that anybody can turn pro in boxing. Like I could go
Yeah,
pro in boxing tomorrow if I wanted to.
yeah, absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
anybody can. So it's
Yeah,
like you got to think about that too. Like,
yeah. I don't look at it the same as everybody else because a lot of people was like, oh, he's a gimmick fighter and all this and all that. There's literally guys that have records of like 5 wins and like 70 losses. Nobody says anything about them. Like you take Greg Hackett. Greg Hackett's probably one of the hottest trainers out there. He's like
where's he from? Oh,
Philly.
mhm.
Yeah, he probably has a
Philly.
record of like 1 in like 15 or something like that as a fighter, but he's one of the hottest trainers out there. But he just fought and just lost. But they'll talk about Jake Paul first. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's another trainer out of Iowa, his name Fred.
Again, where the question comes back to is
Mm-hmm.
when you picking somebody, that's what you pick, right?
Yeah, I would pick Ben Whitaker off of potential. If I had to pick like an established fighter, I would probably go. Damn, that's a good question. I would probably go Canelo. I would probably go Canelo.
Yeah, I love Canelo.
Yeah, I would go Canelo. He's the cash cow. He's done it for a long time. His resume is
Let
stamped.
me ask you about Canelo. Do you think Canelo fought Mayweather too soon? Because I think he did. But was it a good move or a bad move?
I mean, you gotta take the fight. You gotta take the fight. I
Right.
mean, you're fighting on Mayweather undercards for like 2 years straight, and you get that call, you gotta take it. I think it didn't matter if he took it at that time or 5 years later. He was that same
No. If he took look,
same result was
if
going to happen.
Canelo took that fight like 2 years later, he would have won. I truly believe that in my heart. But then you look at Canelo, he's mad at Oscar De La Hoya or whatever. What I mean, what do you think would have been the best move for Canelo earlier on? I think I respect the fact that Canelo went out and here's the thing. You can lose a fight and everybody wants to sit there. If you lose a fight, oh, their career's over. When AJ lost that fight to Andy Ruiz, oh, his career's over. I was like, get the fuck out of here. There's no way his career's over. Y'all are out of your mind.
Right.
I hate when people say that because the best way to become a champion, like to be the best of all time, you have to lose sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what makes you the best fighter is to come back from a loss.
I agree. I agree. I agree with that. It's just you know when you're dealing with a loss, that just you got to think about it like that's life. You know what I
That's what
mean?
I'm
Like
saying.
that's
But like,
life. Like when you think about it, like Floyd Mayweather is the only person to ever craft his entire
okay,
career
but
on a
Floyd
loss.
Mayweather, you can sit there. And, there's some fights that were questionable that he won. He maybe should have, maybe not have won,
Yeah,
or you know what I mean.
yeah,
And
Castillo's on the guy.
yeah. I
Luis
mean,
Castillo, yeah.
you can make an
what?
argument. Chino first fight. You can make an argument. Uh, um,
Rob Judah, honestly, I think that was going kind of his way in a little bit, and then
He
yeah.
turned
I
that
mean,
around though. He turned that around. He was getting worse. Judah gave him a good fight early, but later half of that fight, Floyd turned that thing around, man.
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but I mean, we're just looking at it. You see what I'm saying, though.
yeah. I mean, you
I
take
don't feel
Luis
like
Castillo
that.
fight. Like Luis Castillo, that was another questionable fight for Floyd.
Okay, if we pick if everybody decided to pick Floyd Mayweather's fights when he was in his prime when he was fighting, would he still be undefeated?
Are you talking about like
I'm saying that if the fights that maybe some people want to see him fight that he didn't fight, would he still be
oh
undefeated?
I see what you're saying. I think so. I think so. Really I think the main two names that stick out is Paul Williams and Antonio Margarito. Like those
Hmm.
were the two main guys that
Yeah.
people would see Floyd fight. The thing about Paul Williams is with Paul, if you look at that shot that Martinez hit him with, I'm not saying that Floyd can land that type of a shot. What I'm saying is Paul Williams, with all of that punching, left a lot of openings. Floyd would have had a field day with Paul. Offensively, he would have had a field day with Paul Williams because Paul gave him so many opportunities, and Paul liked to fight on the inside. And Floyd's one of the best to ever do it in terms of
Floyd
fighting.
is one of the best boxers, honestly, of all time. But who is your favorite? I gotta get off here, but I'm gonna tell y'all who is your favorite. If you could pick one boxer in the world, who's your favorite of all time? 100. Who's your favorite boxer of all time? That you like? Man, this is the guy. I love him so. Like this is everything. I could just your favorite one.
My my favorite my favorite fighter is between James Toney and Roy Jones, but I
James,
think I had more of
you're
an
kidding me.
huh.
James Toney and Roy
That's my
Jones.
favorite. That's my favorite fighter of all time, to be
Okay,
honest.
really? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you why though.
Have you met him?
Nah, I never
You
met
need to
him.
meet him. You need to meet him. Are you friends with him on Facebook?
I am.
You need to meet him.
Yeah, I would say James Toney because James Toney was first of all, he didn't start boxing until he was like 16, 17. That's number one. Second thing, James Toney was ahead of his time by probably about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about just his boxing style. And I'm like, if I had to craft, and I'm outside of Roy, if I
Mm-hmm.
had to craft a fighter in that middleweight, like if I had to build a middleweight fighter, it would be Tony.
You meet him. Okay.
Yep, it would be Tony because he gave you everything. Like he had a good jab, good combinations. He wasn't lazy defensively. Even when he blew up and he was fat, he still wasn't lazy defensively. If he wasn't, if he was 100% dedicated in terms of his physical,
Yeah.
you're probably talking top 10 of all time, easy,
Okay.
easy. But I would say he's my favorite fighter of all
All
time.
right, Ty. What's yours? All
Mine
time.
was Jamel, but I don't know now. But Jamel was a killer to me. It was Jamel at one point. I just think he was like he had that dog in him, but he just didn't show that against Canelo. But Mel was one of my top favorite fighters.
I
Not
mean,
Maul, but Mel.
Yeah,
definitely gonna be Ali, and not. I know it's. Look, I got an Ali tattoo on my leg, man. I love
uh,
Ali because you know I love big personalities. I
yeah,
love a fighter like, and he just was always so like he was always himself. He was able to just like he convinced everybody he was the greatest without even being the greatest when he convinced everybody he was.
yeah.
And I love boxers like that. And I mean it's yeah, 100 is always gonna be Muhammad Ali for me.
I no, I'm with that 100%. I mean, I only reason I didn't go with Ali is because that's
Cause it's
just
like a typical. You think it's typical?
yeah. I think that's just, but I think a lot of people say that and they don't really have no reasons behind it. Like I
Look, I have
appreciate
so many reasons behind it because Ali
yeah,
convinced us. He convinced everybody he was the greatest before he was, and
yeah,
and when he lost, the way he handled his losses, and he lost, but he came back. It was just like to me, Muhammad Ali was like he is the greatest because he was just the greatest. He just is.
yeah.
But
Ali,
also, I like a lot of the boxers, but
yeah. I mean, he's the I mean
he's the epitome. Like,
he's the poster child of it. Like I mean, he's just even inside the ring, like.
but you know what's crazy is when I went to the Ali Museum, you go sitting there
Mhm.
and he's sitting there talking about white people. Like, this is so funny. He's
Right.
talking about how white people are doing him, and I look around the room. Me and my dad, the only black people in the room. I'm like, but y'all are here. Y'all are here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And he's
yeah,
sitting there talking about how bad the white people are treating them and stuff. The white people are sitting in there just like they love him just as much because they
yeah.
understand where he came from. And
He's he's relatable. Like he's relatable.
he's
Um,
he's he is exactly I've met people like him in my life, and like I just love that personality. I love
yeah.
it.
I mean, boxing wouldn't be where it is now if it wasn't
Going for him.
for him because he it's always one fighter in a era, that has to move the sport forward.
Who's the
So
next boxer in the era?
say it again.
Who's the next boxer to move the sport forward in this era? What do
Um,
you think?
after Ali,
Yes,
uh, from a business standpoint,
I'm just saying
yeah.
from a
After Ali,
boxing.
it's
I'm
a
saying
major
from a
drop
boxing
off.
standpoint.
Yeah, after Ali, it was a major drop off. I think collectively as a sport, I think it was this. You had better fights. Of course, you
No, it
know,
was his personality. It was everything about him that made him the champion and the greatest of all time. But who is the next person is going to be like that guy? Who's the
I
next one?
I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody right now.
I
I don't
don't
see
either.
anybody right now. Like Floyd was the last person to move it forward, and that was more so from a business and a money perspective. But he's kind of taking a hit
I,
with that.
I agree with you on that. I think that maybe, unfortunately, Floyd Mayweather may be that guy that kind of, you know what I mean? You look at him like, I mean, he really did he was just, Floyd Mayweather was really incredible. I mean,
Yeah,
to be honest, he's just incredible. I mean, you
yeah,
can't really take nothing from him.
yeah. He moved the sport forward in the sense of fighters now they know what the top look like. Like, okay, if I can make it here, I can make this amount of money, I can have this impact and things like that. Like, you can't take that away from Floyd. As
You
petty
can't.
as it is, you can't take that away from Floyd. I just don't know. I don't see anybody right now. Like Canelo, is he pushing the envelope forward?
I
Yes,
like
he is.
Canelo a lot. The
But
redheaded Mexican, come on.
yeah, I don't see I
Yeah, I
don't
love
see
him.
who's I don't see outside of Canelo, I don't see who's pushing the sport forward. And I'm talking
AJ.
about major
I
impact.
mean, and I know everybody hates me. Everybody hates I love AJ, but I really think AJ is like I love AJ so much
Have you
because
met him? Have you met him?
no, I wish to God I could meet him one day.
What you
Oh
doing?
my
What you
God.
doing if you meet him? What you doing if you meet him?
I mean, look, I'm trying to get my kid off to school and stuff. When I get him off to college and when I get my like life back, which
Yeah,
I don't know if I ever have it back, but you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, I just believe that AJ is like there's so much good about him that people don't really recognize, and everybody will talk bad about him, but he really is like the only thing I don't like about AJ is that he's too nice. And Mike Tyson,
Those
no,
are the ones you got to watch.
look, no, Mike Tyson. I'm gonna say Mike Tyson because I believe Mike Tyson really has he's the next one up. That's what I'm gonna say. Not even AJ. Mike Tyson. 100. Because Mike Tyson is like everybody knows who Mike Tyson is. You don't even have to know boxing, but you know who Mike Tyson is, right?
Yeah, it's about
So Mike Tyson is the guy. That's it.
yeah. I mean, and the thing is like, there's only I could probably count on. It's probably under 10 people that actually like move the needle in terms of the sport. Tyson's one of those guys. Ali, uh,
But Mike
Floyd.
Tyson is the next one I would think behind Muhammad Ali that is actually making boxing like everybody knows Ali. Everybody knows. You don't have to know boxing, but you know who Mike
Correct.
Tyson is.
Right.
So,
That's how you judge how big of a name a person is. If a person,
right.
if they walk down the street, they don't know nothing about boxing.
Nothing about boxing. They see Mike Tyson. They know it's
If
Mike
they see
Tyson.
Mike Tyson, they're gonna know who
They
Mike
don't
Tyson
know a
is.
damn thing
To be
about
honest
boxing,
with
but
you,
that's Mike
Floyd could walk
Tyson.
down the street and there's probably somebody that don't know who Floyd is.
Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
But if Ali's walking down the street, Mike Tyson's walking down the street, yeah, they're gonna know who they
Yep.
are. They were
So I
global.
would say definitely Mike Tyson is the next up on that. But it's fun to think about it. But I highly recommend to go to the Ali Museum because it's such a amazing place to be. I mean, they've got it's so much history. I mean, they got his first I think his first fight he made like $5,000. They got the first like contract and everything. $5,000. Come on, Really?
Is it a big museum? Is it big?
No, it's not. No, it's not really that big, but it's so beautiful. Like everything is so nice. It's just such a. I mean, it's just like a
That's the
box. It's a boxing fan's paradise to me.
yeah. It's on the bucket list. We gotta get out. You gotta get out there.
I took my dad for his bucket list.
Yeah,
He
I gotta get out there for sure.
he talked about it for about probably about us. I kid you not, about 2 months. 2 months after, he was just so happy I took him down there.
Yeah, that's
Because
dope. That's dope. You did
that was
that.
on his bucket list.
Yeah, that's dope. You did that though. That's dope.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
dope.
it's the museum is like it. Like if you love boxing, you will love this
Take me to
museum.
Kentucky to the take me to Kentucky to the Durham Museum. Yeah,
Man, I'm telling you, it's real nice.
yeah.
It's super. It just makes you feel like so. I don't know. I love it. And then when we went to where he grew up. We went to his house, which is a historical spot. We took pictures of the house he grew up in.
Hmm.
Then we went to the museum. Then we went to his grave site afterwards. We did the
Damn,
whole thing. Yeah, we did the whole thing.
damn, that's dope.
Yeah, so
That's
I highly
dope.
recommend doing something like that because it was just such a like
Yeah,
that was like living his whole life in a
yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, Ali is just truly a remarkable guy. I wish I could have met him. I know people that have met him, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, I never met him. But yeah, he's the best of all time. Then we got, you know, come on, Mike Tyson. Everybody knows Mike Tyson.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
And then we got AJ. Everybody hates me for AJ. I don't care. I do not care.
That's cool. I'm cool. I'm cool with it though. I'm rocking with
I like Zab Judah,
you. Yeah, rocking with
uh,
you. I
Miguel
did meet
Cotto.
Zach though. I did meet Zach.
You did me? Yeah. I'm talking
Actually,
on the
I just
phone.
interviewed him like a month ago.
Did you really? Hey, hook him up with Todd. Todd.
He was in Ty, he was in Philly for the card with Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart was on that card.
Yeah,
You knew
Um
that interview.
and Andrew Tabiti.
I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't drop the whole thing. I dropped maybe like 2 clips. Because I did an interview with somebody else. So it was like we was kind of like going back and forth with questions. So I didn't want to drop the whole thing. I didn't know if he was dropping the whole thing, like, but um yeah, he cool dude though. Cool dude.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to get off here. I had so much fun tonight. I was so tired. I'm still so
Yeah,
tired. Like I'm in
yeah,
the
it's
pool
yeah,
half the day. You know the sun drains you. So
Yeah.
I ain't had the same energy tonight. But Ty, you were always like such a good guy, man. Ty, like I always try to like do my best for him because he's just such a good guy.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my
And
dog.
you know, we all love. But I really would love for us all to get to go to all these museums, meet up in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm
I'm
telling y'all, it's so worth it. It really is such an experience. Like it's just such a nice, you know what I mean?
I'm with that. I'm
Hey,
with
and guess
that.
what? When we went, me and my dad, we went to his house where he grew up at. Then guess what? We passed his high school. And I said it would be really cool because he used to run. They had this at the museum. I tell you, he used to run from his high school. No, from his house to his high school. He would run. He would run the whole way there. And then you know what I mean. So it's like I think that'd be good to just do that. And then we by his high school. We went to it. Went to the museum. Like I said, the grave site is so beautiful. Um, but
I'm
it's
with
really a cool thing to do if you love boxing and you love Ali. We should all get together and meet up and go.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Look something up.
It's a lot to read. And I told my dad, like, when we went, I was like, dang, Daddy, you gonna read everything. But then
I
we ended up
would
having to go back and read more stuff because we kind of it's not super big, but it's a really pretty place. It's beautiful.
Okay.
So maybe we should all do that. Hopefully one day. Ty,
Yeah.
you down? You come down to Tennessee or Kentucky?
Yeah, I gotta try to make it out there. I gotta try to
One
make it
day.
out there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's two states I've never been to. So
Hey, it's definitely something you don't want to. It's something you don't want to not see. It's really nice, and I love how they support him so much in the city. You know, you can see his school, you can see all this different stuff. It's really nice. So, but y'all have a good night.
all right.
Hey, I appreciate talking to you. It's been good.
Where are you from?
I'm from Philly.
You from Philly and then Baltimore and Knoxville, Tennessee. Wow.
Ty be in Philly on the 13th though. We'll be in the building for the
Yeah,
food.
yeah. I'm
That's
gonna
what's
try to
up.
make it. Yeah, I gotta ride with you. I gotta ride with you about like what you want to do as far as that. Like, well, I ride with you all
Yeah,
camera about it though.
we can definitely rap tomorrow about that. We start lining stuff up because I don't know if you want to vlog or anything while you're down here, or you just want to kind of just chill out and just watch the fight. But
Yeah,
yeah, we can talk
yeah.
tomorrow. We can line something up though for sure.
All right.
Yeah, and we'll hook up some fight. Like we have a lot of pro fights here in Tennessee, but I mean like on Tuesday or something. I hate Tuesday fights, but
I like Tuesday fights. I
who
like
like Tuesday fight?
like
You like two? You like Tuesday fights?
I was grew listen, I grew up on Tuesday night fights
Man,
on
I grew up on
back in the day.
weekend fights.
Yeah, I mean that's the primary, but like, they had Tuesday night fights back in the day. Pro Box TV has Wednesday night fights and they fight cards be pretty good. So I'm down for them off night joints. So
Yeah, my dad, he's trying to give me these Tuesday night fights. They in Nashville. And so like we're in Knoxville, it's like three hours away. My dad drives like he just drives to me he drives kind of slow. But I'm like, if you want me to go with you, I'm gonna have to drive back. But Christy Martin, I was telling Todd, like my dad's trying to, we can get an interview with Christy Martin. That's man, y'all know Christy Martin's story?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
So like we trying to do all this stuff for like we gonna get and then Ray Mercer, hopefully. We can get that going for Ty. Um
Appreciate it. Like I said, I've seen Mercer at a amateur card a few years ago. So
yeah, we would do my dad like the next interview should be my dad. Cause that way you can like understand kind of how he has gotten to boxing. Like I said, we grew up. It was just that's all we did. We was
cool.
at the boxing gym, but he has really just done so much and like been so involved. So you have a good interview with him.
All right.
Look
Yeah.
forward
Like
to it.
yeah, I'll get with you off camera and we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
get
and
stuff
also
lined up. Yeah.
Owen Beck's water. We didn't hear about that.
All right. All
You
right.
hear me?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's Owen Beck's water.
Oh, and back. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
hold on.
we like
She
we.
lined up the Owen Beck joint.
She got me the on bet joint.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to hear about that water though.
Damn.
Yeah.
I need some of that like ASAP.
That was my favorite interview from Ty.
No, because he was
I,
ready. Like he was just like on. He was.
I told him.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that, Ty, like a couple days ago?
Yeah, I did it. We did it.
Matter of fact, I think that was earlier this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was, I would say top 3 for sure.
Yeah. It was such a good interview.
Yeah, that was a real good interview. To be
He
honest, I would probably bring him back more so when it's like some more heavyweight fights. And I don't know how closely he watches the sport, but if he watches it pretty close,
I really want to get Craig Lewis. Craig Lewis from Detroit. That's what I want to get him to do, but that hasn't worked out yet. But I would love to hear what Craig Lewis has to say about some stuff.
We
I'm
was
real like that's if Craig I'm gonna send this to Craig Lewis tonight. I
yeah,
need
yeah.
Craig Lewis to get on here and do an interview ASAP.
Appreciate it. Yeah, like I
Hey,
said, like
Craig Lewis, I mean, he's fought on he's fought on uh you know on live TV. He's fought on pay-per-view fights. Craig Lewis just he's out of Detroit, so I feel like he just never had the right. He's also Craig Lewis is also he has trained with Deontay Wilder too. You know what I mean? And he's real partial to him. I think he gets a little offended sometimes. He say something negative about Deontay Wilder, but I told him, I said, you gotta get over that. But yeah, Craig Lewis is one I would love for Todd to get the interview because it's just coming from a different perspective. My dad is coming from a different perspective. He's been an official for so many years. There's a lot of stuff, and that's all I told Tasa. Like we want to hear all different types of things, and Tasa's gonna bring it to us, right?
for sure, for sure.
We got it.
Yeah,
All right, y'all have a good
we'll
night.
get all that lined up for sure. Yeah, we'll take it
Yeah.
one by one. We'll get them all done.
Hey, my dad. I think you heard him tonight. He got on there a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think got a little like, oh, let me. I don't want to do it. But I think with the interview, I think he'll be good. My dad has so many stories. He's been around a lot in boxing and stuff, and boxing's the best sport in the world. So we love it. But all right, y'all have a great night
All
All right.
right, it's been a
from
pleasure.
Baltimore, Philly,
All right.
Yes,
Tennessee.
sir.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
All
Peace.
right, you too.
All right, bye.
All right. It's a long one, girl. So,
This one of my joints, bro.
yeah.
One of my old joints, man.
Yeah.
Salute to
2.5
you.
hours, man. Yeah. Yeah. Anything you want to say before we close it out?
Man, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Just
Right.
keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep working. Like you're finding a way when you know just dealing with outside of life stuff. You got an easy out to be like, hey, like I can't do this interview, or I can't jump on this live, I can't do this, I can't do that, and you're not taking no for an answer. And that's really where it starts, and you just go from there. I mean, you've really, from the interview space, I mean, you've done more in 12 months than I did the entire time I've had my channel. And that just goes to show, like, there's different ways to build your name, build your platform. And right now, like, you're a force right now. It may not feel like it, but you are. And everybody else has to really catch up, and just keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna support you at the end of the day. And the more interviews you do, the bigger names you're gonna get, because your catalog is gonna be so long that they're gonna come seek you. Right now, you're seeking people. You're gonna build your platform to the point to where they're gonna be coming to see you, and it's gonna come sooner than later. You know what I mean? Happy for you, proud, really proud of you. And just continue to chase it, man. Just continue to chase it, man. I love what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, appreciate, man. Like I said, man, all thanks to you. Like the first time like a minute ago, we rapped on the phone for a long time. You basically got me started, man. So salute to you, man. I give all the thanks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like appreciate like everybody, that helped me get the interviews. Like, I mean, it's a lot of groundwork from a lot of other people as well. So like appreciate everybody. Like, salute to you, salute to everybody that helped me get the interviews, Christian herself. So like I do the interviews and all that, but it's a lot more to it. Like it's a lot behind that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interviews ain't easy to get sometimes. So like gotta salute to everybody all around for sure.
Facts. Facts, man. Well, go ahead. Get up out of this joint, man. We'll wrap tomorrow about the boot situation, and you know what I'm saying. We'll just line something up.
All right.
Hey, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Peace. All right, man. This was a long one. 2 hours and 35 minutes. You know, almost 3 hours strong. But you know, that's how it be. Like, you know, sometimes on the channel, you know, when I go live for these fights, you know, we just stay on, just talk about the sport, you know, an hour or 2 hours after the fight, you know what I'm saying? So like salute to everybody, man. Salute to Christian coming through. Salute to my guy G5 coming through. Salute to everybody in the comment section. Jay, some guys I don't even know. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. Salute to my cousin John, Mr. Gwilt, Joseph Gwilt, my boxing nephew Chris G. So salute to everybody, you know that tuned in and rock with us, y'all. And before I close it out, man, I'm gonna play this outro, and we go ahead and wrap it up.
It's Pat this corner with the legend tie, finish tie. In this corner with the legend tie, finish tie. In this corner with the legend tie, finish tie. In this corner with the legend.
All right, so y'all just witnessed the 47th live coverage of Watch Along on the English Corner podcast. On that note, we out. Peace.